And with that up, I'll go ahead and get those posts out there too. You know, they're very basic because I was more interested in getting things grinded and ready than making social media posts today. But at least they're there. I find it so hard to actually be interested in making social media posts.
Same.
It's just like, I know I need to do them, and I know they're useful to do, but God. Ugh.
Yep, pretty much my reaction too about it, but what can you do?
Accept it. That's about all you can do. There we go. I closed the sunroof, since I happen to be up there.
Oh, yeah, I opened it.
Well, no, I don't mean on what you were building over there. I meant the one on the top of the house. By the way, the stove you put in is clipping through the wall a little bit, just so you know.
Oh, okay. Wait, how can I just walk out like there was no wall?
I noticed that, yeah. But I think the floor outside is slightly lower than the floor inside. Because there's a little bit of a lump there. So I think you fell into the divot and then couldn't walk your way through. I can, however, teleport through the window.
Well, at least just randomly teleporting, I can take that.
Yeah, that at least makes a degree of sense. The fact that we walk out that window is pretty funny.
I can't move.
Well, it's not empty. That's probably why. Here. There you go. Now you can pick it up. Oh, you meant the cook fire. The cook fire is not empty at all. The oven, though, you can move. Hang on, I'm emptying the pile I left in here out.
It can be put down back. Just
there we go.
I wanted to give some freaking room to that room.
Yeah.
Everything is just like piled on together.
That's because the area needed to be made bigger, but I never had the time to sit there and work on that in among making sure everything else was in good order.
Oh, I get it. That's why I was like, now while I'm eating, just gonna do that.
Yeah. It was never priority, so it never ended up happening.
Yeah, but I think it also was because we tried to not, end up in an insane loop of only building.
Yeah, that was definitely part of it, and there's also just the good old every time you sit there and fix something like that, it's gonna end up needing to be fixed again like 5 minutes later. Speaking of things that need to be endlessly fixed, I added another food chest because the food just keeps getting more out of control.
Yeah. I kind of knew that was gonna happen eventually.
Oh, I knew. But if I didn't put the food somewhere separate, we were never gonna be able to find it. You know how that goes. Is there would end up being just such a pile of storage everywhere, and everything else is already hard enough to find. If we had to find food quickly, we would never find it if it was just in there.
Oh, yeah.
Arguably, I should have made the potions chest something more than a small chest, but we haven't even been using it, so it doesn't matter.
Oh yeah, like, it doesn't matter at all in my opinion anymore.
Well, we've never really even been using it to begin with. Like, it was one of those, this is a good idea, and it got absolutely no use because we never needed it.
Yeah, you can change around a bit now.
Yeah.
I gave you some room.
There we go. Put the lab over there on the wall. Oh, I made this spinning wheel, by the way, which, as it turns out, was different from the hand spindle. And it uses half of the flax in order to make linen that the hand spindle takes.
Ah, okay.
So that was the point to us gaining the ability to make that. I wondered what the point to that was. And now we know.
I get that.
Go ahead and move this as well. Why are you saying that that's a special item I acquired, game? We already had it. We had it for so long at this point.
Yep, I'm happy. Why are you staring at me, boy?
You've been running back and forth past him a bunch. I think he's just confused.
Probably.
There we go. I fixed that spacing bit there. Now I've got a bunch of random crap in my inventory I need to put places, though. Oh, and I made a little bit of paper to see if it would do anything. Currently, no.
No. So it was kind of like we thought. It just kind of there, but we are not there to make it yet.
Yeah. We're not ready for that yet. Let's see. Oh, and I do have aloe growing. Aloe does not grow particularly quickly.
Okay, but we kind of knew that could be a thing. So.
Yeah, I had some concerns about that.
Ah!
Yeah, go ahead and toss the skeleton where the farmer used to be then, so he's not in your doorway. Since you've got the summoning staff out. There we go. Figure it makes it less awkward for you to get in and out of in there if he's not standing on that corner. Of course, now every time I need to cook things, I need to run in here, but that's okay.
Yeah, it better be okay.
Okay. Yeah, because now that we have flour, I can also start making meat wraps that are 5 constitution with an extra bit of intelligence as well.
Mm-hmm.
Instead of the chicken soup that gives dexterity that I don't need. Well, dexterity's useful still, but intelligence is more useful to me. Let's see.
Alright.
I'll just get that made since you're still doing other things. Here is your eternal fireball.
Sandy, it's Num Num. It's Num Num. Now he got fire on his legs.
Yeah, of course.
Num Nums.
And even with all of the fabric and padding and such I've been making, we may still not have enough. I do need to state that.
Have enough of one.
Enough fabric and such to make all the padding and such needed to make the next set of armor for both of us. And that's with having made a lot of it. But padding is expensive. That said, you may or may not have noticed that I put the Eternal Fireball in your inventory.
I actually didn't, but thank you.
You're welcome. That was while you were distracted with Sander, so that's probably why you didn't notice that one.
Oh my god.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh.
The thing is, we have 2 options right now, aside from what you're working on right now. And that is, we can either go gather lapis lazuli in order to finish making us both the next armor set, or we can go straight to that hollowed hull you've done before.
Ooh. that is a lot of options.
Well, we also have Mystery Answer C of also going and getting other things, but I feel like upgrading our armor is probably the most important thing as far as that kind of thing goes.
Yeah.
And that's also the only direct upgrade we really can do right now that I can see.
Good hunting.
Because it is a fairly
Oh, look, it's
significant
me.
improvement. What did you do?
Look, it's me.
Oh. Very good.
I saw it and I just couldn't hold. I was like, we need that. Sadly, I don't think it was anyone with a drag.
No, they probably don't keep pictures of those around. They probably burn those.
But why?
They don't want the memories of all of the people that have burned.
Oh, just all the people that got eaten by wolves. Okay.
I mean, for some reason, people are usually more accepting of that. Can't imagine why.
People have weird views
Yeah.
of a
I mean,
lot of things.
You know, there are a lot of dog people out there, so I guess it makes sense.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm crouching because I'm going insane with the
What
can't
happened?
find. No, it is that sometimes I can stand up and open the chest on the lower part.
Right.
Today it was like, fuck you!
Yeah.
Crouching around.
That's why I started putting only things that we don't go for very often in those bottom chests, or at least I was trying to start doing that. Is this way you don't have to find it. It just exists in the magic storage and then you don't need to open that chest.
Oof.
But it didn't work.
Is it dark?
It is currently a little dark, yeah.
Fireflies, come to mommy!
Oh yeah, we don't have very many fireflies lying around because none of us bothered to pick up fireflies.
Yeah, and I just need 2 more. It just for a lamp.
Yeah.
Like, and I think the reason too why my brain hasn't been like, oh, firefly, is because I was not in building mode. Because I was supposed to not be in building mode.
Well, we also only need them for those lanterns. If they had any other function, I'm sure we would have picked up more of them. And usually when we're traveling at night, we're too busy trying to figure out how to get around.
It's so fucking dark.
Mm-hmm. Here, I'll help you find some fireflies, since what I'm doing is basically done at the minute.
Yeah, I have them. I'm on my way back.
Oh, okay.
Then it's just that lamp, and then we can get going.
Yeah. The good news is, if we want to go find the lapis, I do think I know where it is, or at least where some is.
Okay.
Because as we were heading up into the desert the first time is where we saw some lapis pretty early on, I think. So if we just retrace our entry to the desert from how I got there in the first place, we should find it.
Okay.
But that, like I said, depends on whether you want to do that or whether you want to just go and do that hollowed hole you've done before and get it over with.
To be honest, for me, it doesn't really matter. For me, it's more... I want us to have fun, so...
Yeah.
Which one is more fun? Digging or... hollow?
To be fair, with the way you've described that hollow, it almost sounds like digging might be more fun.
I can't blame you, and I hate it. I wanted to be like, oh no, don't be like that, Drac. It's just a little hollow. But I can't, because I know exactly what you mean, and I hate every single moment of it.
This is why I say things the way I say them. We could also get you Eternal Chain Heal if I get you a little more antiseptic.
I have some chain heal, but not eternal, of course.
Yeah.
So why I'm saying that is like right now you don't have to like stress with that, but it would be appreciated.
It's literally a matter of I just need to put these in the machine, so...
Oh, okay.
In like 20 minutes you will have Eternal Chain Heal.
What jump in? Ew.
Yeah, those are all food. What are you looking for?
It stole my water. But
Oh
I
yeah,
got it now.
because I put my water away in there because I'm not carrying it anymore. I don't need it.
Mm.
And all it does is interfere with me using my teas because it's the same food type.
Oh yeah, I only have it with me, you know, when I don't want to waste food, and I just. That's why I have water.
Yeah. Nah, that's what I just jam yucca fruit in my face for at this point. I'm growing more and more of it, so it's never wasted because it's basically infinite.
Yeah, I get it. Now where did Drac run away?
I went to the Nomad Highlands tower.
Ah. It's getting harder and harder to actually find you on the map.
The map just keeps getting bigger, yeah.
Yeah, it's been. Oh shit, maybe I should alert my little werewolf horde.
Maybe. Especially before we go running off, because it's gonna get harder to have time to do anything like that. Meanwhile, I will break the pottery in case there's anything good in it. Answer may surprise you in that there's nothing good in the pottery.
Nothing good. Oh.
That at least had a brick in it. That's more than I've been getting out of any of these so far. Yeah, highlight of the set of pottery so far, a single fired brick. I was kind of hoping I would get some antiseptic and things without us having to wait for them to make it. Oh well.
Oh. Okay. I have followed a mute VTuber not long ago, and he now typed like, "Oh, don't accept any any friend request that has a cat on it." And then one of her followers had a cat on it, so he was like, "What have I done?" He's like, "Not you." Apparently, it's somebody going around
pretending to be them, but using
Discord,
yeah. Okay.
and doing shenanigans.
Yeah, there's always things like that happening.
Yeah, she has a closed Discord, but she opened it up so somebody could join and forgot to make it private again. And that
yeah.
person had been harassed.
Gotta remember to lock the door.
Sadly. I remember when I was really young, I was living in a smaller town, and that smaller town was like everybody almost knew everybody.
Yeah.
So if you forgot to lock the door when you went to sleep, nothing happened. But then that calm neighborhood turned around and became quite dangerous, and I remember it was so hard for me to reprogram my brain.
Well,
to
yeah.
always lock the door.
Because all it takes is like one or two people to completely derail how that works in an area, and if everybody else is good, then it can be hard to. Now this is the wrong way. I just wanted to check to see if there was something right over here or not. Because I saw something and I wanted to see what it was. But the path we took to get in here was through this cave initially. But yeah, like I was saying, all it takes is one or two people to turn an entire small town on its head. Because you gotta think, it's a sense of scale as far as that goes.
Our problem was that the government kind of pushed a lot of immigrants in.
Yeah.
And in the beginning, even them, were calm, kind of accepting the calm rules and didn't do any shenanigans.
Yeah.
Then after a while, the not very fun one joined, and that's when everything collapsed.
You've also got to consider that even if all of those people are decent, it's such a population explosion in that town that the dynamic there is going to change almost regardless.
Yes. But the thing is, sadly, we have those freaking people that is against immigrants, and they built gangs and went to kick.
This is all deadly shroud, so I forgot something somewhere.
Didn't we need?
Well,
didn't we go up on the mountain?
That's the thing I'm trying to remember, is how we got up there. Is trying to retrace those steps rather than teleporting is the only way I can guarantee, within reason, getting back to that lapis that I remember.
Hello, cutie.
The problem is, did this trap reset?
No.
And how did it?
I don't know, Drac, because I saw that it went, like, it closed, and then I just saw you go on it while it was closed.
Okay, at least I'm not crazy then. At least not entirely.
Yeah, because I'm sure I saw it was closed.
Yeah, and I'm not even bothering with those guys, since if the level cap's 25, experience really doesn't much matter anymore.
I kind of think that's a little level to that.
Well, I don't think it's the game's intended cap across the board. I think that's just the level cap for the content they've got done so far.
Oh, that can make sense. Yeah.
Is, early access.
Yeah, it just me, I like getting more skills, and I kind of hate games. Sorry.
You're
that has,
fine.
like, this huge huge skill tree, but then they don't even give you half of it.
Yeah.
It annoys me.
I hate that as well, but I also get it. Is bear in mind that we can get a lot more of the skills because of all of the shroud routes and such we still haven't done if we care to do that. That obviously isn't going to be stream-worthy content at that point, I don't think, because that's just going to be running around doing the same thing 30 times. But, Huh. I don't remember the path we took. Apparently, the memory I had is completely inaccurate, so that's great.
I also know what you talk about, but even I am like, I don't remember how we got there. I just remember we went there, and then we just like, oh, what's this? And then, oh, lapis!
Yeah. I think we did some tunneling and trickery like that, and the problem is I don't really want to do that again.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to figure out a workaround, and if I just gotten us the last 2 ammonia glands, we could also just walk through there and it would be fine.
What do you need, you said?
2 ammonia glands, that's all. Which involves killing more of those red mushrooms that are over in that one area, which is why we don't have it, because that area is literally just for them pretty much at this point. And the spawn rate on them is garbage.
Yeah. Sweetie, I don't know if you hear me, but do you mind giving me some water? My throat seems to need more.
You did just finish eating as well, so you're probably gonna have a bit of time because of that to begin with.
Oh yeah, but I also have the problem that the meds I'm taking for my PTSD is actually making me dry.
Right. A lot of medications like that will dehydrate you, yeah.
Before I had this problem because, well, I forgot to drink, and now I try to get better with drinking because it's annoying to keep all the time.
Yeah, no, I understand completely on that one.
But now I have to drink way more than I would need normally because of the meds.
Right. I might be on the right track now. This feels familiar.
Yeah, I'm gonna go and pick up my death stone, but I don't remember.
I have no idea why you'd still have a tombstone over there, because I thought we cleaned that one up.
I died. That's the thing. I just don't remember how I died.
Wait, you mean you died today?
Yes.
Oh.
Oh.
'Cause I remember the bluebird incident that happened at the end of last session. That was a whole thing, but I didn't realize you died again today.
Yeah, I did because I went up somewhere and I was just walking around trying to understand what to do, and I guess I ran into something because I'm dead.
I mean, the desert is really dangerous, so it could have been a lot of things.
Yeah.
Considering those, like, bat bird things kill us in, what, like 2 hits? Something like that?
Oh, but I'm in the savannah still.
You might have gotten tigered then.
Oh, wait, I went into this. So maybe I actually died of you. Come over here, you bastard.
What killed you then?
Double, two-handed melee hack and slash. Not the poison one.
Okay.
It's a normal.
Yeah, but if they come up on you when you're not fully on it, you might still get ripped up by those. That makes sense.
Yeah. I'm just think how I'm following you.
Well, I just went to that area that I said wasn't the right way, and then I climbed up some cliffs on the right-hand side of that mountain, basically, to get up to where I crossed over into the desert from.
Okay, then I go to one of our homes and fly over.
Yeah, that's gonna be the easier option. Because I followed the path that I thought we would have taken after climbing up to get over here, and I didn't find the lapis, so...
Yeah.
I may also be getting my timeline of events a little bit off, and it may be further in than I thought.
That obviously can be possible, but I also remember I was just in the end of last session. I remember I just left you and started running to random, not very important quests.
Yes.
I was like, I just want these to be gone.
Yeah, you did clean up a few oddballs, yeah. The thing is, I know it was... I can guarantee it wasn't too long after we got into the desert to begin with that we found the only lapis we picked up. The problem is, I don't know what speed we were traveling through the desert at. That's where this all gets question mark.
I get it.
So I can guarantee the lapis is in the desert. The problem is there's a lot of desert to cover.
Oh yeah, it is. It's a bit overwhelming.
Kinda, yeah. Like, I remember it being in the side of a hill. So there's that, but there's a lot of hills here too. So that's one of those it narrows it down but doesn't narrow it down situations.
Yeah, and I'm just trying to get to you without killing myself.
Yeah, that would be ideal not to die in the process. Getting a lot of saffron as well while I'm running around out here. Which is great, considering that's another one that even on the farm soil was growing kind of slow.
Ah.
So I don't know what the growth time on any of those are, but I am pretty confident that the growth times are different between the different plants. There's Rose Shell Burrow. But I don't think this was where... I don't think this was near where we found the lapis. Oh, there's a whole, like, farm in here, apparently. That's a thing.
This? Is this just normal? No. Oh. I tried to talk to you in my stream. Have you muted it?
Yeah, just recently.
Okay. Is that right? Oh, it is! It's like 8? Why?
Yeah.
So I ended up back where we ended last session, over at that oasis thing that you had died at before. Which is not where I intended to end up, but, well, I guess I'm here. And I am 90% confident I passed where the lapis would have been.
Do I remember how it looked? Wasn't it kind of almost like dark, almost black, kind of dark blue?
I don't know if I'd say it was that dark, but it was definitely darkish blue, yeah. It'll stand
Okay,
out when you see it.
Yeah, give me a sec. I'm just trying to help my lover with something at the same time.
Yep,
So I'm
you're
using...
fine. The question becomes, where the hell did I pass that lapis? I feel like I must have missed it. Considering I'm reasonably confident I took the same path back in. Or as near the same path as I could. So where... I'm finding sulfur every fucking where. Maybe? No, it wouldn't be over there. Wouldn't be up here either, because we went here after that. The weird situation we have, as far as finding this goes, is we have a finite amount of ground to cover, and we can guarantee certain parts of the ground. are where we would need to go. The problem is, said certain parts are basically we can ignore this up here. It's basically somewhere in this, most likely. And if I were a betting man, I'd say it's not down here either. So I'm pretty sure this was after we found it. So it would have to be somewhere logically in this cluster here. Problem is, we're looking for one hillside in an area full of hillsides. Had I thought this through, I would have checked where Lapis is or something like that, rather than having us blindly charge off into here. The problem is, I was reasonably confident, and that was a mistake. Because I know the Lapis wasn't really on the beaten path. Reasonably confidently. But it was also completely and openly visible from the path we were taking. I remember us running up, I spotted it, I ran over, I grabbed it. I distinctly remember being able to see it. Like, I didn't know what it was when I saw it, but I remember seeing it in the distance and being like, ooh, this is a thing.
Okay, sorry about that, everybody.
It's all good, it's all good. I was just explaining my thought process to everyone and how much I do not apparently remember where it was. It has to be somewhere we would be able to see it from where we were walking through.
Yeah, I remember it was kind of like a, yeah, like you said, like a tunnel, or maybe like just where two very big mountains met. Because I remember it was just on the wall randomly while we passed.
Yeah.
That's what I remember.
Was there sulfur near it? Because it might have been a case of, like, I went to the sulfur and then saw it right after the sulfur? But I feel like that's not true.
Yeah, because I remember I think we made a quest finish. And we were gonna go to the next. And we just stumbled upon it while we were walking.
Yeah. And I don't think it was on a road. I think we weren't on a road at the time when we saw it. So I know we were trying to use roads, but I think that was one spot where we didn't have one.
There was a hidden fucking passage over here.
There's a few of those
notice
around.
that.
Well, it wouldn't be very hidden if you noticed it, now would it?
I hate how you are so right.
I had to.
I know.
That one was too easy. It was right there.
And I decided to go in and check so it's not a mine of any sort.
Okay.
The only thing I can really see in here is that, you know, shroud material that you can also make the luminous growth.
Yeah.
That you can also mine to get building materials. Jesus, it was so bright coming out here.
Yeah, this desert
God,
is
not
very
you
bright.
again.
Wow, I'm surprised I dodged that one.
Remember when I was up on the mountains trying to get to the tower?
Yes. I think
And
that
I
was
got
after.
killed. Yeah. But I got killed by that flying bastard.
Yeah, huh?
Oh yeah, I found him again. But I'm not gonna stay there this time to get killed.
Yeah, he's not really special in any real way anyway. There we go.
Yeah.
As we learned that last time when I went back and got revenge for you and ended up being disappointed.
Yeah, I got disappointed too because I was like, oh, that's a different color. What if it drops something new and exciting?
Mm-hmm.
Nope.
Do you think the Lapis was before we went in that big, like, town where the lots of green sword guys were?
It's possible.
'Cause that feels right. I feel like that was after we saw the Lapis. Problem is, that's also where the bird nest is, and I think the bird nest was also after the Lapis.
Yeah, the bird nest was definitely after the lapis. I remember that. Because it was also before we split up.
Yeah.
So yeah, I...
So didn't we see the Lapis back before... Wasn't that during the session where everything was kind of broken?
I think so, yeah.
Yeah. So that definitely was early in our excursion into the
Oh.
desert.
Good that you remembered it.
I wanna go.
Yeah, it was my boy again.
Yep.
I just remember it was in the desert, not in the savannah. That's legit all I can remember right now.
Yeah, that's the problem. Is that still leaves so much ground to cover.
Wait a second, I see. Here.
I really feel like there either needs to be a mine or Lapis needs to be at least reasonably
I found
common.
lapis
Okay.
randomly on a wall. I'm not sure if it's the same wall, but I found it.
It might be. Also, I might have also found it too. And I think I might be looking at the one that I found originally. No. No, I don't think this is the same one. This might also not even be Lapis. Nope, this is Lapis. Okay. I ran
Yeah, I
past
saw,
this
like,
earlier
some
today then, yeah.
blue.
Yeah, the problem is it's got a lot of orange from the mountain around it too, so it just looks like the ground kind of.
Yeah, but when I saw it, I was like, I think I have found it.
Yeah, I remembered what it looked like wrong a little bit. But at least we both found it. That means between us we should be able to get enough of it to make sure we get everything. I just need to deal with yet another bird that decided it's a great idea to try to kill me the second I try to get something done here. All of this travel with peace, and then the second I'm trying to do something, I get harassed again.
Isn't it usually how this game works?
Yeah, but I don't have to be happy about it.
True.
Because I had, like, no stamina left when I got to that spot because, you know, I'm not sitting there eating the food constantly to make sure I keep my stamina topped off. So, that was a near-death experience for no good reason.
Yeah, usually become like that.
Yeah. Ow. Probably gonna have to mine out, like, this entire thing. Actually, no, there's a lot here, actually. It just didn't look like it with the first spot I was looking at. Okay. Didn't you want sandstone for decorative stuff anyway?
I actually don't remember. I do know I need some from the savannah.
Or, oh no, I think it was a matter of you wanted to look at what sandstone gave you to see if you wanted it, and then it either did or didn't from there. I don't remember which way that went.
Yeah, that sounds right. Do you remember how many lapis pieces we need for, like, both of us?
Quite a lot, because I think each piece was like 7 or so each.
Okay, because I have like 6 at the moment.
The vein I'm digging is kind of messy, so I'm getting like 1 per like 8 sandstone I'm getting half the time, so it's not going well over here.
I kinda had it like that until I started digging further down, and then it was more lapis than it is sandstone.
Yeah, I'm just trying to find the right spot in this one for that.
Yeah, I understand.
There's a lot of mine are just ending.
I have another one I can start digging if this one gets dry. That is like right next to where I started digging.
Yeah. The annoying thing is, looking at what this looks like, I'm pretty sure I passed multiple spots like this already. Just visually indistinct.
Yeah, I was thinking about that too, but then I decided not to think about it because it would make me mad.
Well, I don't have anything else to think about while I'm sitting here whacking away at the rock right now. Nothing else is really popping to mind. And of course, you know, as is tradition, there goes the sun.
Oh, I kinda wish you said, "Here comes the sun," instead of "Here goes the sun."
I thought about it, but it wouldn't be accurate. We can wait for sunrise for that.
You know exactly what I was planning.
I know. Yeah, I've got 33 lapis so far out of the kind of shoddy vein I've got here.
Yeah, lapis gets a little bit less from me over here. I'm gonna go to the other shop.
Yeah, the area I'm in is surrounded by deadly shrouds, so I might have to warp away somewhere to get to a better place. In fact, I think I'll go to this higher home and try to get to you to help you dig out the ones you've got over there, since we've got guaranteed veins there. His mind's basically tapped out as far as easy to see lapis goes, now that, you know, we can't see anything.
Yeah, I kinda have to put up my torch after a while and look around. Yep, this one should be almost too dry.
Yeah, I
Let's
was
start over here.
alternating between having mine out and not in order to be able to see anything. But I should be able to get to you without too much issue.
Yeah, it was really easy if you just, you know, jump from like big mountain to big mountain. You can come to me without any.
Yeah, I'm already landing near you after jumping from the dam home we have.
Ah, okay.
I just warped over there because it would be the highest point nearby, pretty much. Now, just finding where the actual lapis is here is gonna be the thing. I see that you're up here.
Yeah. as
Okay,
you
there's
see,
some
I
above right
did,
here.
like,
Ah!
crazy.
Jesus.
Yeah. I was gonna say be careful. I digged pretty deep.
Yeah. Unfortunately, I saw the lapis above it and didn't see it because there was a lip there.
Yeah, and I didn't even have time to say anything, and then you were down there.
Yeah, at least it didn't kill me or anything.
Yeah.
And actually, there's more lapis down here, so that's not exactly a bad thing I ended up down here.
Yeah, it just started to give me more sand than lapis, and that's when I decided, you know what, it's not worth my time down there anymore.
Yeah, I'm just taking everything. Since I don't remember exactly how much we need, I don't want to have to come back out here. If I can help it. We've already had multiple half measures as far as gathering material goes, backfiring on me in this game.
It's one of those, ha ha ha, you needed more, bitch. Gotta go back. I've had that a lot when I played alone.
Yeah. Usually I'm pretty good about that kind of thing, but with this game, some of this is just scarce enough that it's annoying to try to get. So I end up not getting enough of it. Looking at those ammonia glands in particular.
Yeah, anything that is like finding a mushroom to kill, or the flowers. I really hate those.
The flowers weren't too bad because they at least have a decent amount of spawns. The mushrooms seem to spawn like one for every 7 miles, and that's a problem. Like, maybe I'm just getting like incredibly unlucky, but like I can't quantify luck in this game, so I can only go off the experience I've been having.
Yeah, I remember one time I came to a place where it was like 3 of them.
Yeah.
But it was in my single player, so.
Well, there's also the fact that I saw 1 or 2 of them when we were doing the other thing over where like the smithing tools and such were. But we were already so occupied with that situation that I obviously didn't go get them, and at that time we were still thinking they were dangerous.
Oh yeah, well they can be when you start fighting them and you're not paying attention and their friend come from your back.
Mm-hmm.
That happened to me long
Or you know, you stumble into that poison for more than a second and you get ripped apart by it, yeah.
Maybe if I get more.
Okay, I've got 61 lapis on me. How much do you have?
47.
That's over 100. I think I dig up what's here, and then I think we might be okay.
Okay.
Because if you think about it, even if it's like 7 or 8 each, it's 5 pieces of gear, so it'd be like 40 each. Even accounting for my math being a little bit off, 100 should be enough. As long as there's not any parts that need a lot more. I wish this journal worked better. Since I know you can access your crafting recipes through the journal. Why? Why are you like this game? Why? Why are your menus so bad?
Something that makes me a bit confused about the lapis is like we found like 2 pretty okay chunks, right? But in my eyes, I'm like, oh, shouldn't it be like more?
You would think, yeah.
Area?
And yeah, we're good on lapis. We don't need as much as I thought. Is some of the parts don't actually need any. I just looked at it through the journal.
Yes.
What's up? What are you umming? Oh, that's not that bad.
Yeah, you just had you just had friends coming slowly at you. I was like,
Oh yeah, no, I saw those. I just wasn't concerned about them. They don't hurt that much, not compared to the flyers.
Yeah, but poison is the one thing I hate with them.
Yeah. But we should be able to make the armor for both of us now, I think.
Alright. Well, we can go home and check, and if it's something else we need, I guess off we go.
Yeah. I mean, it may end up being a case where we have to wait a little bit because of fabric or something as well. We'll see how that plays out. Let me check on the antiseptic. That's the wrong one. This one. The antiseptic's also done. Excellent. So, eternal chain heal. There you go.
Oh.
You can now chain heal as much as you have mana to have.
Ah.
So let's see. You already have the sage helmet, right?
Yes.
Okay.
I will gift you
Tunic.
my stack as well.
Sage. Okay, that's one sage set done.
Let me know if you need anything else.
Enjoy being blue. That is your life now. You are blue.
Oh, this armor is beautiful.
Oh yeah, it's a good look.
Oh my god.
Okay, I just need to make a bit more padding and some more yellow fabric, and then mine will be set to go.
Take care.
Can I?
Be the hunter.
That. Okay, it's gonna be padding. That's gonna remain complication. Don't know how to feel about the weird mask I have now, but getting places. It's got like this small mask attached to the hat now.
Oh, you look like you're going to a masquerade.
Yeah. Like, I like the coat. The coat's good. And the hat itself is fine. Just the little masquerade mask just seems slightly out of place.
And it depends, I guess.
I didn't make the pants yet. I'm still finishing the set.
Why are you talking about your mortar? Wasn't that a long time ago we gave that to you?
He's having a moment. It's okay. Wizards are absent-minded. We all know this. I can speak from experience. There we go. I have finished making the Archmage set as well now. All of these magician things are dead to me now. What are you doing?
Nothing.
Uh-huh. Why does that worry me more than if you told me what you were doing?
Very good question, my friend.
I feel like it's because I know better.
You just have to be a bit careful when you go towards the bed.
Ah. Xeno has left a booby
It's a
trap.
No, it's a beehive. Slowly making. Why can't I remember what they're making?
Well,
Honey.
Yeah. Oh, that's not that bad. I half expected when you phrased it that way that it was gonna be up here in the room.
No. It's just so you remember it's there, because we don't know if they attack.
Yeah.
So I just want.
Oh, we need to give them sugar and water for them to make their thing too, apparently.
Sugar and water. Ah. Oh, I was waiting for that.
You just needed an opportunity.
Pretty much.
Let's see. Yeah, this is the whole Archmage set now.
Oh, I think it looks really good, but I also have a sucker for math, so
I enjoy masks. I think it's the fact that it's gold that I don't particularly care for as a mask. I think the mask would be better as like silver.
yeah, but sadly everything else on the
Yeah.
outfit is kind of goldish, so I think that's why they did it.
Probably. Because like the gold trim on the blue looks good. That fits together well. I just think it ends up being slightly too much gold with the gold brim, with the gold mask right under it. But I also don't particularly care for the look of gold, so that's probably it.
I feel like you kind of need to be a person that like bling bling to really care for gold. I don't know.
Kinda, yeah, I guess. I've noticed that people either like gold or like silver, in most cases.
Yes. Yes, that's quite correct. It's I don't really care for any of them, but if I have to pick, I would probably go silver.
Yeah. And there's of course people that like both and people that like neither as well, but on average, it's usually one or the other.
Yeah.
I don't know if it's like a warmer color, cooler color thing, or what really the reasoning behind that is, but I'm sure there's something somewhere deep in the recesses of everyone's brains that makes that make sense.
It might also be it kind of like how you like a color.
Well, yeah, that's exactly what I mean, yeah.
Oh.
We're saying the same thing from two different angles.
I think it was more me not really understanding the angle because I half listened and then I wanted to put out what I got from my brain, and then it was just xeno, that's what I said. Oh, sorry.
Same brain, just not firing the same way.
Yeah.
We have a lot of straw now if you want to make things out of straw, by the way. Because every time I've been harvesting the wheat, we get straw and then the wheat grain as well.
Ah.
Which, I know we needed that for upgrading the beds. That was one thing, though. Now, that needs fabric, but it's fine. I might have used, like, all of the fabric I generated in order to make all of that armor. So, good news, my calculation was pretty close on that one. We do have linen left to make more fabric to make the decorative things, though, so it'll be fine after it has some time to do its thing. Now I see it split the stack, but didn't give me the split stack. It just put it in the same box, split in two spots. Thanks, game. Okay, so that's gonna be a thing that gets done eventually. I guess now it's off to the hollow. Once you're prepped for it.
Yeah. I got an idea out of nowhere when we got back, so I was like,
Apparently I should actually plant purple berries because we've actually finally run out of them.
Finally. Drax so mean.
What?
It's like, oh, you guys are finally gone.
I guess
Gone
that's a
from
way
a
to look at that sentence, yes.
Oh my god.
Well, I got so used to them flooding the food storage that I was expecting to never run out of them at that rate, and then lo and behold, they're gone now. I don't even know if I can plant those. I assume I can. Logic
Yeah,
denotes. Would you believe me? Oh, there we go. It's not a specific color of berry bush. It's just berry bush. Okay. I was gonna say, would you believe me if I said we can't? But no, we just need to grab like one purple berry somewhere and we can make more. But I'm not gonna worry about that right now because they're only for low healing potions.
It's only the chat.
Okay.
I got mine too. People are gonna wait.
Yeah, they usually send it on bowls, just so you know. 13. Okay.
Just swap for those for now. That should do the job well enough.
When government and sends shit, then you just like,
Yeah.
Come out of it?
huh?
Can I come out of it?
If I can come out a bit?
Yeah.
No. I'm joking, hon. I'm coming. I just couldn't, for the life of me, like, not make a joke out of it,
Yeah, of course.
because he always like very say it sounds very innocent when he asks like, do you think you can come?
Yeah.
So sometimes I'm just like,
Of course.
I can be like that.
Sometimes.
Wah, wah, wah. Him calling me out is not acceptable. No.
Uh-huh. Never. Nope.
Okay, I will do.
The way it just sounds like those are exploding every time you move them.
Yep. It's amazing. I just have to go in and see what.
Just like, well, Xeno's over there breaking things again.
I mean, I hate how that is so right, but it is because I am usually the person moving shit.
You move some things, I move other things, yeah.
Yeah.
Huh. My physical resistance is exactly half of my magic. Resist.
Huh.
I have 130 physical and 260 magic now.
Oh, cool. And now I can finally put you on something better than a stove. What? What you want?
I was just watching the floating picture.
Yeah,
Is
I
this
got
better?
a bit tired of the bench being exactly where we walk in.
Yeah, that's fair.
So I just, you know what? I have materials to make like one piece further.
Yeah.
I will bloody do it.
Probably a few more arrows would be a good idea. 130 is probably not gonna last.
Huh?
Which is a hell of
Yeah.
a sentence. There we go.
Okay, I need to go. He's being impatient.
Yep,
Be
go
right back.
go do what you gotta do. I'm just not sure if there's anything else I need before we go in that hollow. I feel like I've got everything now. 'Cause I've got arrows, I've got my eternal fireball. I'm not gonna use the other spells that are here, probably. I might lightning channel as a joke at some point. I don't think we have a good enough... I don't think we have a good enough melee weapon laying around for me to use as a backup melee. But if it's anything like the other one, there should be anvils around in it to take care of some of that problem. I don't think we can make a good enough one to use as an alternate either. Now, the best would be this mace-like club, which feels like a waste to make, since it probably won't upgrade at all. So it would be 10 less damage, just have a backup, which I can just use my wands and things as backups instead, so that's not really a priority option there. I think this is probably one of the best shields I can get my hands on at the minute. 'Cause I think I compromised a little bit. Yeah, because it's the same block as the Guardian shield I had made, and we don't have the iron to make the rogue shield. Yeah, so shield is done at the moment. I could use, like, one of these magical shields, but they seem kind of bad. Like, they just have no physical blocking, so I wonder what the advantage to them is. Because they don't have parry power, they have some, like, magic resist, but even then, that's not that much, so I feel like that's not the category those go into either. So I really wonder what the point towards are.
Don't waste your
I guess while Xeno's away, let me see if I can find a berry bush. Because there should be berry bushes like that not far from our base, since that was the starting berries. Yeah, there we go. I'll start planting some of these.
Okay.
Welcome back.
Yeah, Xeno had that.
There we go. I found berries while you were gone.
Message.
Okay, so I think I'm all good to go to the hollow once you're done with what you're doing.
Yeah, I kind of also made room in here, so if you want to separate the fucking food chest into that room to make more room, we don't have to do it this.
Yeah, I was about to say, that's probably an off-stream thing if I'm gonna do it at all, because there's a lot of food to move.
Yeah, that's kind of why I said if that is something you want to do.
Yeah.
You can, but it's not really that necessary that we should like push it and do it now.
Yeah. Honestly, the whole building probably could do with a restructuring, but that is also a future problem.
Yeah, that's why I did a little bit today, because I was eating while joining.
Yeah.
So I was like, I should do some upgrading, because it also gives us better stuff when we sleep, if the place is having better decoration.
Yeah, that's why I added the random sink and such on the upper floor, because I realized we didn't have those categories covered yet, so... That gained us another, like, 10 comfort. Now, do you know where that hollow is?
Did you craft the key?
I have the key on me, yes. I'm assuming it's where the ectoplasm press is.
You have to go to Ancient Spire, Rivelwood, fast travel. And then it's basically the mountain that is just right
Yeah, like I said, there was a quest for the Hollow NPC over here, so I presume that quest is where the Hollow is. Yeah. That is exactly the spot I'm talking about.
Yeah.
But I assume you don't have the quest anymore because you did the Hollow.
Hmm. Good question. Let me actually look that.
Well, it'd be right where you just pointed if you had the quest, so if you don't have it, then I think this answers itself.
Do you want to know the funny part? I told you, like...
Yeah, you had those bugged before, yeah.
Yeah, but when I came into my save, it was bugged again, but it's not bugged in this save.
Yeah, because... It is based on world, I think, not on character entirely. It's weird. The way they did this is strange, and that's the only real explanation I have, is the way they did this is strange. Just like almost every other thing they've done with this game is kind of strange.
Yeah, but I kind of feel it works in their universe, kinda.
Most of the time.
Yeah, I said kinda. Which
Yeah.
is not, like 100%.
There's a few things that don't really work. Cough, cough, the Crucible quest not showing up. Cough, cough.
Oh! Talking about Crucible quest not showing up, I finally found the Crucible on my save.
Mm-hmm.
And I was, you know, looking back to all the trouble we have to find it. If I didn't know where it was, I would not have found it.
Yep. And that's why I'm like, you know, considering they had quests for all of these other things, why is this one tucked in a random hole in the back of a cave with no quest? Which apparently there is a quest, because other people got it. Just some people get the quest, some people don't. And that's the thing I'm still like, why?
You want to know something funny then? I did get the quest on my single player. But the funny part with that is that it did have a marker on the map, but the marker on the map was really confusing. And I had to go there twice.
Okay, so the marker really didn't help.
No.
Okay.
Not in the slightest.
That's not a surprise.
I don't remember exactly how I got up there, so...
I've been doing a lot of really janky jumps, so probably not the way I'm doing it.
I have actually tried your methods a bit more in single player, and sometimes they work and sometimes I curse it.
Yeah, welcome to what happens every time I try it, so congratulations, you're applying the method correctly.
Oh my god.
I never said it was a surefire result. I just said this is what I do.
Yeah, but in many places, it works quite alright, and then in some places you're just like, why am I doing this? And you look, and you think like it must be a road up here instead of me doing all this bullshit.
Every now and then you get chucked halfway across the ages because the game said no. Yeah. Thank you for the follow, Kedem. Hope you're doing well.
Hello.
Do let me know how to pronounce that as well. I pull up. Appreciate that. Okay. Let's
Oh my
see.
god, did I tell you what happened at the other... I think it was the last week, actually, not the other day. It was last week. I was like making myself ready to go to bed. And usually I do the normal routine. I pick up a cable that I have to my right, charge my headset, close everything, and basically get ready for bed. Well,
Okay.
this time it was basically me doing that, but seeing something move,
Mm-hmm.
and I don't know if I told you, but my share broke, so I have like
Yeah, you mentioned it
uh
was breaking, yeah. And I assumed
yeah,
at
but
some point it finished breaking.
yeah, and I have like the seat itself on the sofa because my back
Right.
I can't sit in another way, and yeah, I just looked then to my right, being like, "What's that?"
Hmm.
And it's a huge fucking spider running for his life,
Oh, good.
and I'm just like, "Oh God, why?"
I assume the hollow is up where you were just going, because I just saw you go above where I ended up. So I'm gonna have to
Yeah,
find a way
yeah.
further up. Okay.
I saw you down there, and I was like, "Ah, you're on your right path. You just have to get up here."
Well, I was up there before, but I didn't know what height I needed to be at, so I assumed, oh, it probably is down and around that corner, because that would make sense. 'Cause I saw, like, a shrouded area down there.
Mm.
Because you know how this game loves to jam everything in random shrouded places, so...
Mm. I wonder if you're not high enough at least to come down.
Oh no, I'm high enough now. Because I went up to the top of the mountain that I was standing next to. Once you said that I needed to go higher, it's like, okay, I'll go all the way up, and then I'll go down if I need to.
Yeah.
Which, yes, if I'd followed the path I was on, I would have gotten here anyway, but, well, thump.
I wasn't sure if it was that path or the other path.
Yeah.
Hmm. Ice cream. Oh,
Ah, I was like, I hear Xeno eating again, but I know Xeno just ate. Hmm.
the thing is, I am a very slow eater.
I can be as well. Depends on what I'm eating.
You have the key.
Yeah.
You have to open. Just so you know, don't delete the key. You're gonna need it for a lot of doors during this. Hello.
Oh, joy. I mean, it's a good thing I don't delete those things to begin with until the place is done, but it's just like, that seems slightly stupid, but sure.
I'm just saying it because I wasn't sure if you did or not, because I know
Yeah.
a lot of my friends would. They're like, "Oh, I opened the door now, bye."
There we go, level 25. No more levels for me either now. I gotta love how that guy was nearly killed by me and then runs past me. The one next to you runs to me instead. What are they doing? Goddamn confused skeletons.
And that dog didn't want to fight me and went for you.
And it didn't work out for him either. I assume we just go through this teleporter.
Yes, I just wanted to pick up. And as I warned you, this is gonna take a while.
Well, that's why I'm kind of pressing forward a bit, yeah. Just to get this place over with if this is as long as advertised.
I want to warn you with one thing. They are not as generous with checkpoints.
That's what I was afraid of. That's why, while you were gone, I was like, can I scrape together a backup melee weapon? And the answer really was no.
Yeah, that's why I struggled a lot in some areas. Because I just kept dying and have to walk all
Yeah.
the way over there. It was a bit of a hassle, but...
That's okay. You know what saves on durability? Fireball.
Fireball! Fireball!
Solves a lot of problems.
I can't wait until you notice the new feature they put into this one that I hated for the life of me.
Oh boy.
Yep. Blah.
Of course it is. There we go. That trims their numbers down nicely. I'm gonna guess it's this thing that's spawning more of them over here.
Yeah.
Yeah, well, that's solved. Except there's another one.
In some areas, it's also very hidden, and they spawn like in front of it. So, oh, it was so annoying to deal with that yourself.
Yeah, I can imagine. Thankfully, we were kind of taught that that mechanic could exist by the bug nests and such, so I would have been looking for that. God damn it, game.
Yeah, the skeletons can be very dangerous if they group up, so I hate that they are a spawner.
Yeah, the door was being a bit buggy, so I had to fight with it. Because I had unlocked it, then it didn't look like it was opening, so I pressed the button again, and then it got stuck in a loop for a little bit.
I did that too so many times in the beginning of this one, and then I just unlocked, did nothing, and stared at the door to make sure I didn't bug it out.
Looks like this whole side was probably just to clean these guys out in order to open the barrier, probably.
Yep, you are correct.
Which, the barrier's not open yet, so there's more around here somewhere. Or we missed something in that room, because... barrier's not open.
No, you were right the first.
Well, where is the other things, then? Because this was back in the room we were in before.
You didn't go this way yet.
Feel like that should have been on... this should be on the other side of that gate, but okay.
It made me confused when I did it myself for a little bit, and then I was like, that's how it goes. Okay, I go back then.
Yeah, it just seems like questionable layout a little bit on that one. Like, if you're following every path on your way in, then you'd find it, but if you're trying to get through at a reasonable pace without digging through every single thing, you're easily gonna miss that one.
Yep.
And there's also nothing really in this room, huh? Okay.
Which is
you can have all that
weird.
stuff, because that's all things you're more interested in than I am.
Now I remember. I found a rune up here, and we need to find a rune in the other one.
Which is
too. I forgot
presumably
about that.
on the higher spot, which is kind of a crapshoot to find, which is not making me happier about this place.
Do you now remember? Do you now understand why I had so much freaking problem? And you have two skeletons completely ignoring me.
Yeah, they're probably trying to catch up to me while I'm running over to get the other higher point to get it over with. Wait, did I go the wrong way? I went the wrong fucking way because this whole
Yes,
place looks
you did.
exactly the same.
Yup.
Great design, everybody. 10 out of 10. Anyway.
Whew. And I'm also gonna warn you, if you want to be on like higher ground, you have to be a little bit higher than you do because they have learned jump.
Yeah, well that was changed across the board in this game, in that they got better at jumping.
Yeah, I didn't notice until I came into this.
Yeah.
one.
There we go. Like, I should have expected that there would have been something up in the ceiling, but it's one of those... I feel like that's high enough up that the signposting for that being a possibility isn't very good.
Yeah. Hello, love. Was it good with ice cream?
Yeah, that's good.
Uh,
Almost. It is.
maybe just too warm for you. Do you want to borrow my fan?
Hit it went from this to this.
You were probably too warm.
It's that time of year where the heat is gonna be upsetting.
Yeah, and he easily gets migraines, so he was feeling really shitty today.
I broke the spawners.
Yeah, at least those we can see.
Well, yeah. Nothing I can do about ones that may not be within line of sight.
I really hated this room only because of how much going around left and right doing shit.
Well, that's why I'm making this room more tolerable from here, yeah. Because I looked down there and went, I'm not going to enjoy any of that, so let's just do something about it while Xeno's occupied. Where's he going? Like, he wasn't even going for you, he just ran forward randomly.
Yeah.
Oh, I see. Getting at those is gonna be a problem. Hi.
Hi. Incoming.
Yeah, I see him. There's also a hidden door over here.
Yep.
Garbage. Garbage, the lot of it. No, I know I'm being very critical of this place. That's because I've been critical of these hallowed halls from the word go after our first experience with them. And I don't think I'm ever gonna feel more positive about these at the rate their design continues to be.
The first one I was okay with after doing it a couple of times. This one though,
Well, my point is, it gives the player a very bad first impression of how these halls are going to go. Especially, again, like I said, with the experience we had with it the first time. If you had a better experience afterwards, that might be indicative of them making it better. And, like, obviously we had a better experience once we were a lot stronger, but that's clearly not when they would have intended people to have done it.
I think it's also, I knew where the spawns were, I knew where everything happened, so I could prepare myself.
Yeah.
Makes it more fun. But as a first timer, no, it wasn't great.
And I do think they adjusted the spawn rates in there where it wasn't nearly as bad, but it may also be that we just cut through it so much faster that it didn't have time to get bad either.
I think it was that we just cut it through faster.
Which, if it's designed to punish you for taking your time in there, that's not good design in a game of this style, particularly.
I understand.
Like, I feel like that's contrary to how they expect you to go through a lot of other places in this game, barring places that are actively in the Shroud.
Yeah.
Considering these would be designed for you to be collecting things. So, oh hey, you need to rush and collect things at the same time. The two concepts conflict.
It's hard to be a developer, I think.
That is true, but, you know. I have to wonder, did people actually want this?
I mean, I don't mind it. Like, I think it's interesting. It's just the fact that when I did this alone, it took so long time. That was the only thing that I disliked about this. Funny. Everything else was kind of interesting.
Well, the thing I'm looking at with these, even not taking my frustration with the first one into account, is this is a very large area with not a lot happening in it.
You mean this area we are in now?
Like these halls so far in general are a lot of ground where it's just, oh hey, walk from room to room fighting a pile of skeletons, and that's about it.
Yeah, I know what you mean.
That's kind of what I'm like, eh?
Then you might like this one a tiny bit, I would tell you that, but I'm not gonna say.
Well, I'm having some trouble in this room figuring out what I'm supposed to be doing, so maybe
Okay,
not. Because I see a door with buttons above it. I'm just trying to figure out what the buttons are supposed to look like to find them in this place. And I've covered a lot of ground and not found anything in here.
You have to go into the towers that is left.
I did go in a tower and I found absolutely nothing notable in it. That's what I'm confused by. Like, I think I don't know what I'm supposed to be looking for, so I didn't see what they wanted me to see in there.
You have to find the highest tippy top, and that's where the buttons are. I just got to the first one.
I was at the top of this. Oh, you mean those towers? There's other towers in here too. That's where the confusion came from.
Yeah, sorry, my bad.
No,
I
that's
didn't remember that as towers.
That's not your fault. That's just those parts that you're in also don't look like they're part of this room. They look like completely other rooms.
Yep, that was the one thing that made me really go, what am I doing?
Yeah. Because I expected the buttons to be in that section, not in this seemingly unrelated gated off section to the sides, which overall it does make sense that they would be over here, but at first glance it doesn't necessarily track. Especially when you put so much kind of irrelevant things in the room. Like, you had all those little towers and such that were in that room that do absolutely nothing. So you've just got a bunch of red herrings to go through. And especially in a game where durability is as much of a concern as it can be in this, I feel like places like this kind of punish you more than need be.
Kind of. You cut off, I think, or you got lost?
I don't know if I cut off. I just said kind of punish you more than it needs to.
Yeah, then it completely cut you off for a bit there.
Well, it only lost like 2 words, but they were the most important 2 words in the sentence. As Discord loves to do, because Discord is also a wonderful program with no issues in it.
And I feel like lately it has turned worse.
I've heard of a lot more problems with it. I haven't personally experienced a ton more problems, but I could definitely see it getting worse.
Me and Show had like, I think it was 1 or 2 days where Discord just kept disconnecting him in the morning and me in the evening.
Yeah.
It was really frustrating. We wanted to like hang out, even though we were not in the same room.
Yeah.
And Discord just like, nope.
You wanted to have fun? No.
Fun? What's that? Oh, you're having very much fun over here.
I'm fine.
You found the army.
Yeah. This is exactly what I'm talking about, though. My sword is already not doing well at this point. It's going to break before long. And yes, this is not a sword with great durability, but the fact that you basically would have to come in here if you're focusing on melee with multiple melee weapons, means maybe there's a little too much going in here as far as enemies go with nothing to counterbalance the durability. Like, even if I brought 2 melee weapons in here, another room or 2 like this and I would be breaking the second one already.
Yeah, that was something I was a little bit mad about, but like I told you before.
Yeah.
But at the same time, I think they just wanted us to not have as easy as the first, where we basically could repair all the freaking time.
Yeah, but what I'm saying is I think they went too extreme on both ends here. They easily could have adjusted for a middle ground rather than swinging as hard as they could in both directions.
I completely agree.
And maybe it gets better
Okay.
later on in this place, but the initial impression of this is not great so far.
I still think the hollow halls can be very interesting the first time you go through them.
I enjoy them aesthetically and theoretically. The actual going through them so far is not doing anything for me.
Oh.
But bear in
And
mind, I'm
everybody's different.
also not one of those people that enjoys dungeon runs per se, especially dungeon runs
Oh.
without a lot going on in them.
Okay, I love dungeons in general, so that might be it then.
I've done them too much, I think, and that's a me problem, not a game problem. I can't blame the game
Yeah.
for my experience, but this is a fairly bland dungeon mechanically so far.
I think they're still kind of learning. Maybe in the
That's
future,
fair, yeah.
it will be better.
Because I will give credit that this is an evolution from the first one. And it may be that there's a third one that shows that, yes, they do know, and they're just spoon-feeding it out to people, and that's fair. That would be fair and valid, but for the fact that we're this late in the game and doing this, I think is what's making this not feel engaging.
Yeah, I think too. Because we are having really good weapons, we're having good armor and all that.
But by the same token, if we had done this earlier, we would just die.
Oh yeah, I died a ton when I did this alone.
That's kind of my thing, is like, I feel like there's still something wrong there. I'm not asking for it to be easy, but I'm saying for it to be that much of a binary choice between have it too easy or get destroyed, there's something not quite right there.
Didn't people want it to be more harder though?
There were people that asked for that. I feel like that's a vocal minority of the player base situation, probably.
Yeah, and then they were like, okay, you want hard here.
Yeah. Because I remember we had that discussion when we did the first one, and we had much the same thought process on both sides then, too. And like, yep,
Yeah.
people open their mouths and this is what they got. And I think part of what caused places like this to end up needing to be designed, at least to people's perspective, is the fact that this game's simultaneously advertised as a survival crafting game and an action RPG. The fact that it's advertised that way thus makes people feel like there has to be dungeons like this in it.
Yeah.
Even if dungeons like this may not be great.
I also think it might be a little bit because of how the enemies are kind of coded. They also need to multiply them to make them hard rather than
Yeah.
making it interesting.
Well, there's a two-way thought on that one. Remember all the issues we were having with small amounts of enemies even out in the overworld and the amount of damage enemies do in this game most of the time?
Yes.
So by multiplying them, I feel like they are riding a very slippery slope as far as that goes. And that's
Okay.
why this is being so problematic as far as
Probably.
lower levels go.
Drac, just
Yes?
to kind of swap topic a little bit. Do you want me to explain this room, or do you wanna run around like me and find everything?
Let me look for a bit at least. Because
Yep,
I feel
no
like
problem.
this is going to make it even less engaging if I just get the answer.
Yeah, no problem. That's why I'm asking instead of just blue.
Yeah. That was part of why I was trying to stay on an active topic, so I didn't focus on one way or the other with that, and just kind of was letting it ride. Though I assume it's mostly just grabbing these runes that are all around the room.
Yeah, correct. They just a little bit twist. That made me stuck here for a while.
There you go, got that one. That one was really jank to grab because you swing above it. So you have to kind of drop yourself a bit.
Yeah.
See,
Don't
this
mind me.
is already a better part of this dungeon. I like this room more than the last one already. Because I feel like I actually have to do something in here instead of, oh hey, just kill more things and eventually find the button because you walked upstairs.
I understand, but I think they tried to mix this place a little bit.
Yeah,
To be like a place where it's more chill, and then a place where it's fucking chaos.
yeah, and that's fine. Remember, what I was talking about before was speaking from initial impressions, so I couldn't work off of rooms that I hadn't seen yet. That's why I'm pointing out that this is an improvement. These chests, however, not an improvement so far.
Yeah, I didn't find anything good in here. Almost everything in here I salvaged for runes, and when I got out of here, I was so rich.
I've only found one thing that would even be salvageable so far, and I left it in there because it wasn't gonna salvage for much. Like, it's been like flasks of fel and other useless items like that I've been finding everywhere. But I feel like that's kind of an issue with the looting in this game in general to a degree. There's a lot of looting in this place, in this game in general, really, that just doesn't feel very satisfying.
Yep, sounds about right.
Like, and I don't want to say that because I want to enjoy this game and I want to be happy with this game, but there are things to point out that could be better.
I think they're still learning, in a way.
Oh, absolutely. Remember, I'm not saying that they're doing a bad job. I'm saying these are the things they may want to learn from and work on.
Oh yeah, I know you're not like shitting on it. It
Yeah. Because you know I'm fully capable of doing so. You have heard me when I'm annoyed with something to the point of being actually after it.
Yeah, when you're getting sussy Drac, yeah.
Yeah. 'Cause, like, right now I'm still in a good mood. I'm a little disappointed with parts of this place, but
Don't mind me. Looting.
yeah, I'm killing spiders over here because I assumed that this spider cave was going to be important for something, and it is. There's a rune in here. But yeah, actually, this place gives me a perfect way to point out exactly the kind of thing that turns me away from a lot of MMOs as well, actually, because this is running on a very similar dungeon design thought process that those do in some ways. And that's the kind of design that never really did anything for me, which is what kept me out of a lot of MMOs, because, like, yes, there's the social aspect, which, you know, mixed results there to begin with, but the actual game built around it usually is like, oh hey, walk from room to room, kill things, do like 1 or 2 small things here and there. Go kill more things, maybe do something in another room.
Yeah, I love stuff like that, but I think it is because I am a person, I feel like my support personality fits into it.
Fair.
Like I get to take care of the people that does those things.
Yeah. And in a party setting, things like this obviously do work better because you have more of the dynamic between the players happening more than necessarily needing to focus on what the game is doing. And I'm looking at these things from a primarily mechanical angle. I need to make that clear as well. Because that's just how I view things and how I act in things. Just as a clarity statement for those listening. Especially as one who ended up doing a lot of dungeons of this type solo, because, you know, anxiety and things like that make finding parties and working with parties significantly harder. So it's...
It is.
Yeah, so it sours some of my experience and some of my lens towards this design style. So take a lot of what I say with a grain of salt. And by grain of salt, I mean you might need that mountain of salt over there a bit, but you know. Don't worry about that part. Okay, so I'm still missing a rune or 2 somewhere. I've been diving in these caves on the sides, so I assume that's not the big wrinkle that's an issue. Chest down in here. Okay, that might actually be a decent backup weapon. Is this a 2-handed axe? No, it isn't. Okay, perfect. So if the sword breaks, I have a backup now.
Nice.
It's not great. It's a 12-point drop, but it'll do. It's better than the 44-point drop of the sword not being a sword anymore.
I am now your donkey. I'm just going around picking up from corpses you've been killing everywhere.
Yeah, because a lot of what they're dropping just doesn't have any use to us anymore. And I think that's kind of one of the things that's taken the wind out of my sails for this game a little bit too. Is I can feel that we're approaching the end of what we can do with it.
Yeah, but we can always take, you know, a little break when we feel like we are hitting the closer to the ending, because we can always try to do another game for a little while and wait for updates.
Yeah, I mean, like we had discussed the potential of doing like 7 days once the 1.0 for that hits and things like that. Yeah.
Yeah.
But the reason why I bring it up now is, unless we trigger another quest after we do the Sun Temple thing, I think we might actually be like running out of quests. Like, at least quests that connect to each other and have meaning. Because like there's all those ones that like give us building blocks or random bits and bobs of random trash here and there, but I don't really know if I care about those.
That's kind of why I've been rushing for every decoration stuff in my single player, because I know we don't really do it in this save, but I also noticed even though I have it in this save, I need it in my save as well.
Yeah, and as another clarity statement, because I feel like I have to make these because there are people listening, I'm not opposed to decorative items. I just don't feel like decorative items need to be the quest reward.
Oh, you mean like that? Yeah, it's a bit different. Like this game, give it as a reward, or as a lot of games does, just by finding the material.
Yeah.
Um,
Like, I feel like this game has had some very underwhelming quest rewards. And sure, you might... this is one of those things that varies depending on the reason why you're doing the thing. I am very reward-oriented because I find it hard to be compelled by the process anymore because of, like what we were talking about before, where I've done too much. So the reward is what compels me in a lot of cases now. And if the reward is unsatisfying, then... you know. Okay, so the secret door wasn't necessary. That just had a chest in it. Okay. I'm missing a rune somewhere. But I feel like I've walked up and down this whole place. So I'm going to assume there's got to be like a higher place I haven't gotten to or something. Because I've only done the floor we started on and below. Would I be correct in that thought, or is it something stuffed in one of these tunnels down here that I'm seeing like bug mounds everywhere of?
I'm gonna say go into every single cave that you see on the side.
I did.
I saw one room filled with rats that I don't think you did.
I did just kill a room full of rats a little bit ago. You might have seen it right before I went to it. Unless there's another room full of rats.
Yeah, in here.
Okay, so it may just be that the tunnels all started to run together and I missed one then. Is
Yeah,
that
I did it
definitely...
too.
That's not really great either.
I got so lost in here because I legit thought I'd been everywhere, but just because it looked so similar, I actually noticed that I didn't after a while, and I started to look absolutely everywhere.
Well, that's what I thought I was doing, because I was doing laps, but apparently I missed that tunnel. And apparently that still wasn't the last one, because we didn't get the barrier open prompt, so there's still something else missing somewhere.
Yep.
They had the right idea in here, but I feel like they might have gone overboard a little bit.
A little bit.
That's what, 5 runes so far, and the door's not open?
I don't remember which one you have picked up, but I do remember it's a lot of them you have to pick up. But I can see that you have one left now, if I look up to the door that we opened.
Okay. Yeah, because I grabbed at least 3 swinging around, and I think there might have been 3 in the caves so far, too. Oh, this one's got a bat in it. That's different. It's probably up here, then. Yep, there it is. The problem with this cave was I walked up to it, and until that one bat floated down, it looked empty. So why would I go in an empty cave? Because it already looked like a cave I would have cleared already if it's empty.
It did still... or did you
Well, I
pick it
didn't
up
get
yet?
to it yet because there's
Okay.
a million bats in here and it's hard to climb with bats in your face.
Yep.
There we go. They're not dangerous, they're just inconvenient.
They're just annoying.
Yeah. Yeah, no, this room was more enjoyable, but like I said, maybe pare it down a little bit. But it's probably intended for multiple people to be doing it, so that makes it fine. For a single person, I think this room's a little too big.
Yep. And I had to deal with it alone.
Yeah. And I can't even say too big as in it would be difficult, just too big as in it becomes tedious.
Mm-hmm.
Now, getting back out of down here is gonna take a second.
Yeah, no problem.
Is I gotta figure out where the up is. There we go, that'll work over here. Because I'm sure there's multiple ways out of the lower section here.
You just have to swing
Well,
a
yeah.
little bit where you went.
Yeah, I just had to get to a floor where I could actually swing was the problem I was having. Because I was down at the bottom floor. Make sure not to run out of stamina. Oh. Doesn't help that the frame rate did start dropping a bit in here too, which was making things a little more confusing than they needed to be as things stuttered past me. But it seems like it was just that room in particular that it was a little grumpy with. It seems fine now that we walked into the next part. Everything okay, Xeno?
Yeah. I was just looking something on my phone while waiting on you, and then I didn't notice that you ran past me.
Okay.
Yeah. It's just a dream, Sandy. Oh, just a dream.
Cat having some weird dreams.
My cat has nightmares quite often.
Ah.
It kind of started, you know, the moment a big freaking dog became a neighbor.
Yeah, that's fair. That would give any animal nightmares, honestly. Gives quite a few people nightmares too, really.
Yeah. And it's one of those really muscly big dogs as well. That is usually, you know, used in jobs where like police force and stuff like that.
Yeah.
So if that one would attack my cat, they would have like zero chance.
Yeah. There we
So
go.
I would be scared too if I was a little kitty.
Another spawner blown up. Yeah, thanks to the higher end fireball, these spawners really aren't an issue.
Yeah, I didn't have endless of fireballs.
Yeah.
So I was just shooting skeleton bombs everywhere.
I mean, that works too. Oh, this would have been good earlier, the archer chest. That's all that was in that box, though.
Yeah.
But I assume that's
I
not the
really
end of this
like-
place.
I really like, you know, the sound of walking on the bone pile.
Yeah. That's one
That is
thing I definitely
beautifully done.
have to give this game credit for. Their sound design, in 90% of cases, is quite good.
Yeah.
There's a couple sounds that, you know, nothing to write home about, but that's how these go. There's never going to be 10 out of 10 sound everywhere. That's just not possible. Door, please. This one in particular, since there was nothing visibly moving on it, it's like, how do you tell if the door is opening? Because it was making noise, but, you know, that doesn't guarantee anything.
Okay, everybody. I will warn once again. Spiders incoming. Be closing your eyes if you feel very uncomfortable.
Yeah, we are definitely descending into spider hell. This isn't just the handful of spiders from that cave I was in. This is gonna be a lot of spiders.
Yep, and it just spawns more and more.
Yep,
so.
that's why I'm trying to get into positions where I can just blast them. There we go. The problem is, it was eating my stamina as we slid down, so I just had no stamina when I hit the bottom.
Yeah, I died when I landed here. Probably not weird at all, and oh, it was so annoying.
Hmm.
And then when I went down, I just spammed a bunch of skull bombs on their asses, and I was
Yeah.
basically done in just a little bit.
Part of the thing was you also take damage on the way down if you hit any of those green sections, and you have very little control on that slide aside from jumping, I noticed.
Yeah.
So, not like a bad design, but a little bit of a rude move. I do think they may want to look at the whole stamina draining situation there, because I feel like that's not supposed to be happening.
Well, it would make sense if it didn't happen, because you're just gliding, you're not using your stamina at all.
Well, I can see some usage in, like, trying to maintain your balance and things like that. So there's a little bit there, but I feel like it didn't need to drain 4 meters worth of stamina.
Okay, Drag, I am gonna sadly spoil you, but only because you don't want to go through what I went through. The next slide is gonna have holes. Whatever you do, don't fall in.
Yeah, I looked at the other slide that we were next to a moment ago, and it looked like it was gonna be a bad time.
Hello there.
Hey there, ABC. How you doing? I don't know.
ABC. Going one. Sorry.
There we go.
Do not hate me. I'm a friendly soul, I swear.
I think this is the slide I was just looking at, just from a different angle. Yep.
Oh.
Down goes the xeno.
It's
Sounds
the
good.
first
Have a good
slide.
dinner. Oh, okay. And I will loop
So
around to the other
you
slide.
can avoid the room by taking that one. If I knew it was there,
So wait, that is a slide we want to use? I'm trying to understand what you're...
No. What I mean is, like, when you go down the first time, you can basically avoid all of those spiders together if you saw that one.
Oh,
Like the
okay.
hook.
Yeah, that's what I was trying to understand what you were trying to tell me with. Is I saw the hook when we were sliding down, but I had no stamina, so I couldn't use it.
I don't remember what the fucking hole is.
It's over here.
Yeah.
I don't know about the holes in the slide, but this is where the slide is. Like, there's one right there, obviously. And then there...
I hated that one with passion.
That really isn't that bad, but I do see why you would have wanted to warn somebody about the holes immediately, because it's very easy to have slid right into that first hole.
Yep, that's what I did. And the other thing that I really didn't like with that slide is just because I died where I died, my tombstone, you know, got stuck right before the hole.
Yeah.
So I had to die multiple times just to grab it.
That also would make that upsetting, yeah.
So I didn't have a good start.
And I feel like I took damage unnecessarily in that tunnel because the areas around the holes also had that damage floor on it, but it wasn't very visible.
Yeah, a little.
Like, that's not a huge issue, but it's just like, yeah, not great. Where'd that guy come from? Oh, well, never mind, there's a lot more guys.
Oh,
Yeah, that's the lot more guys. Ah, yes, clearly I wanted Ice Bolt, the spell that never helps me. Yes, that's clearly the one I wanted, even though I had selected Fireball and never changed off of it. Yes. I don't know why sometimes it ends up cycling to the wrong spell when I switch back to the staff.
I don't use the staff enough to learn, like, which button release it, so I sometimes stand there, like, really confused, like, what?
Well, sometimes it also just doesn't fire like it's supposed to either. There's a little weirdness with it now and then.
Ah, okay, so it is not just me.
Yeah, no, it's a little jank. You're just experiencing what it means to use a staff in this game.
Oh, there it is. I was like, I can't repair.
Yeah, I assumed there was one in the room. That's why I didn't charge forward. Is every time there's a respawn, there seems to always be an anvil, just the respawns are farther apart.
Yeah.
Oh, good. Now there's green goo everywhere. Because that's what everybody wants.
This room, I was so angry. But not because of the layout or anything. It was because I did stupid decisions.
That's fair. The layout could arguably lead to those decisions, but that's not the layout's fault, particularly.
Yeah, it wasn't. It was more like I knew about it might be spawners in the area, and then I came to a place where it was one. But instead of rushing it, I tried to fight everything first. And
yeah.
that was just a bad thing.
No, if there's anything I've learned in this game, killing the spawner first is always the right choice because they have a very annoying timing to them.
Yeah, Sandy.
If you need to check on him or something, I've got you.
You doing alright? Is the nightmares annoying today?
Relatable.
Yep. Though I'm I'm happy that my PTSD dreams is less nightmare fuel lately.
Well, that's good.
It's probably the meds plus actually dealing with the ghosts instead of ignoring them.
Yeah, the therapy is probably helping. I assume this is the only way we have to go.
It was one more door back there, but I don't remember.
That's what I was trying to question before, but things kept happening, so it's like, okay, I'll get to that once we have an open moment.
I just don't remember if the door had anything worth of exploring, but we should go there, yes.
Yeah, I was about to say, I'm more interested in that door than the slide from hell over there, so... Even if there's nothing here, at least it puts off dealing with that ramp for a moment.
Oh! And xeno dying because no stamina!
Yeah, hang on.
It's fine, I can dodge the dog, they're not that hard.
Yeah.
It's more the skeleton humanoids that can be a bit annoying.
Yeah. Okay, good. It was just a loot room. I was ready to fireball the second the door finished opening just in case. Garbage bow, yay.
I was like that too when I played alone. Because some of the rooms when you open, they just wah!
Yeah. I mean, I walked near that ramp and we had that parade come up and at us. So I'm like, okay, everywhere I go, apparently I need to be ready to just destroy everything. Oh! That's where my stamina went. You touch the green goo, it eats your stamina.
Oh, really?
Yep, I lost an entire bar of stamina touching that stuff. That's rude.
Interesting. I didn't notice that when I played.
Don't know if I like that. I don't see anything, but I'm just testing. Not gonna get anything to run over there. No? Okay. I'm peeking. Lots of holes. There's some Fireball 2s, which would have been great before we had Eternal Fireball. Come along, gentlemen. Or die. Dying is also a fine option. Oh, lost that Fireball to the clipping of the game. Thanks, game. And there went my stamina, which is what I was trying to avoid. But I had no more firing angles. One thing I'll say about the melee in this game is I wish it didn't pull you forward so much.
Oh, yeah, a little bit.
Like, a little bit forward pull makes sense, so it feels like you're actually swinging. Throwing yourself halfway across the ages, that doesn't make any sense.
Oh, yeah, it really eats your stamina. I was like red so fast.
Mm-hmm.
That's probably why I died a lot.
Yep, that would make sense. Between these guys hitting pretty hard and being decently difficult to avoid to begin with, losing all your stamina suddenly, that'll do it. There's a door over here that I'm gonna check.
Yep.
I hear growling, so it's probably gonna be bad. Oh, never mind, that was the growling I heard. Random guy in a corner over here decided to walk out at me.
Yep, they do that. Stop spawning! It's no spawner over there.
There might be spawners inside the walls.
Yeah, it's more they sometimes spawn out of the skeleton piles and...
I'll grab this because it's like 200 something red marble blocks you're probably gonna want.
When I found that in my save, you know, my eyes was tingling. I was just like, blocked.
And it's a good block. That's what I would use too. I keep forgetting that I'm the only one with the keys.
Yeah, I can't do any progress without you, which is kind of good because
Yeah.
then you're always there and kind of experience everything.
It also keeps either of us from getting into too dangerous a position.
Yeah, which makes Xeno sad because I can't have my shenanigan fun.
Oh, you'll find a way. I have faith that you'll find a way to get in trouble.
Maybe over here, yeah.
That's kind of what I meant, yeah.
I'm gonna eat.
Hello, random fence I grappled up to. Okay. Oh. Well, that's different.
Yep.
Just gonna go ahead and put my chamomile tea on the bar because I'm gonna need that then. Okay. Star doesn't mean to go on. Here, have a fireball, big guy. Didn't particularly care about that, huh? Okay, the summoning weapons thing's kind of neat. Uh-oh.
I actually seized this guy.
Judging from the fact that he's not taking much damage, we might have to. Though he doesn't seem super dangerous yet. He's just like very durable.
If you meet him alone, he legit charged you all the time. You have no opening.
Well, yeah.
It was really annoying.
Okay, he does hit pretty hard. Okay. Of course, you know, that's fun, just walking on his back like that while he's stabbing away. Yeah, more what I mean is his actual attack set's not too bad. The random skeletons are kind of tedious and annoying. I don't really know if he needs those to be here.
He's already annoying as he is. So.
Yeah, I feel like that's excessive. Like, sure, it counters the fact that people can avoid him pretty easily, but instead you're just gonna have a cheap death of somebody misses a jump because a skeleton tapped them or something, and that's not really gonna make for an engaging fight. That's just like, oh, guess the game decided I lose now.
Oh lord, I'm gonna die.
You're okay. You're okay. Just keep jumping. You'll be fine.
Whew.
You're not dead till you're laying on the ground. Now, the fact that there's a bunch of green goo in here is also not ideal, but that at least makes
got me.
sense. Yep, I noticed because of your martyr ability. Now, reviving you is going to be tricky. Or he's going to give me the opportunity right now. I can't tell if it's working because this game is buggy. There it goes. Of course,
Yeah.
it wasted the first 3 prompts not working.
Yep. The resting your teammates they need to fix. Because sometimes it doesn't actually revive, you just dare.
Yeah, well, one of the times I think was my fault because I held the button because I forgot whether this was a press or a hold game, but it also shouldn't break the button if you hold the button down. I feel like that shouldn't be the case.
He decided to go to somebody else, alright.
I shot him in the back and he got mad at me, yeah.
Well, it saved me, so thank you.
That was the hope. I couldn't guarantee it would work because sometimes they don't care, but... If I could just actually keep hitting him, he'd be dead already, but I keep having so many times where the slow flight of the fireball means it misses. There we go, got him in the eye with that one.
You wanna know where I was? Do the fight.
You were probably up on one of these pillars, weren't you?
Nope. I stood down here on this platform, and he had his foot basically on my face, and I just slashed.
I guess that works. Yeah, he's not super tough. Like, he would definitely be very dangerous at correct level. What I noticed that was interesting is I had wildly varying damage on him. And I think it was because you had to hit him in the eye to fully do damage.
For me, when I was alone, the fact was that he's swinging so much, the skeleton, and also of course the damage once he actually hits you, plus the little skeletons, you were just dead.
Oh yeah. At level, I probably would have died instantly when he hit me because I went down to a quarter before. I don't know why his body kind of exploded there. That's why I cut off, is because I heard a noise from his corpse. I'm like, is he getting back up? Are we doing that again now? But okay, we're done here, I guess, and we have what we need. It says craft an ectoplasm press now. So, at least with 2 of us, that did not take nearly as long. So that's one positive thing. I don't know what Xeno's doing, but I'm teleporting away.
What? What about the reward?
Probably wasn't going to be worth it. Also, didn't realize there was a completely different reward room, because why would I know that that's there?
I was curious. So I knew about it.
I wasn't that interested in looking around that place anymore, so that's why I didn't go searching for a reward room. I just like, oh, they gave us nothing again. Okay. Because they've done that to us enough times that it's easy to assume there's just going to be no room when there's not a room attached to the room with the boss in it.
Yeah, you kind of have to kill the boss for those rooms to open.
Which is
Alright,
fine. That does make
I don't have
sense.
the key.
And you need the key to get the reward room, don't you?
No. I wanted to just walk out the real way, but then I realized, right, I can't. Because to come out in the, well, open world again, I needed a key.
Now, I
So I
mean,
was like, I teleport.
yeah, I was about to say, it was just gonna spit you back out in a place you were gonna have a long walk getting back out of anyway.
Yeah.
Okay, that's a 2-handed mace. Meh.
What is your want? Is it better than 26 plus 4?
Yes, it's 41.
Okay.
That's the other reason why I wasn't that fussed about finding a reward room, is it was a level 15 area and we have generally like level 20 items. It was very unlikely any of it was gonna be worth looking at.
Do you want some experience scrolls, Drake?
Ah yes, let me extend my max level to more max level.
Oh, I needed to make that joke.
Oh, I know you did. I could hear it.
Okay, let me.
I also don't really have that much to spend points on that I would be able to reach what I would want.
Yeah. Yeah, at this point it's basically if you want to have something different, you kind of have to remove everything back.
Yeah.
Which I have done a couple of times because I realized like, oh, I don't really need this, but I want to get closer to that.
Yeah, like, I could probably at this point clean out all of my melee bonuses because I don't need them as badly now that I have decent gear.
Oh yeah.
But also just not that bothered about it.
Oh there.
But yeah, now we could make the Nomad Highlands bone key because there's apparently another hollow.
Yeah. I haven't been on that one yet, like at all.
We apparently don't have enough ectoplasm fragments to make the ectoplasm press. Which is weird because I thought we had quite a few ectoplasm.
I have fragments. Do you need the fragments to do the?
Yes, it needs 120 fragments to make the press.
Okay, I don't have that much, but I do have this. So if you have any...
That actually makes just enough, so that works. I just need to go grab the charcoal.
Alright.
Because the charcoal was never moved over to the magic storage because it's used for like 3 things. There we go. Now we have an ectoplasm press, so that progresses that quest. But if we want to look at the third hollow, we're going to need another 100 ectoplasm fragments.
Why?
Because it costs 100. Why? I don't know. They decided to make it expensive. Oh hey, the blacksmith got a new quest. Or at least a new prompt. Nope, he just is talking about the collector. Okay.
Yep. He was fooling you.
Yeah. Yeah, it needs 1 giant bone, which we have 8 of, and 100 ectoplasm fragments to make the Nomad Highlands bone key. I wonder if they intend people to run through them multiple times or something.
I mean, it does, regen.
Yeah. And, like, at level, I'm sure it would actually be fairly worthwhile to redo, but it would also be so much more of a chore to redo.
True.
Yeah, here, take your marble blocks. Enjoy.
Ah! Wow.
Put all of these things away. I mean, I guess we may as well go off and do the Sun Temple, since that only took us like an hour to do that hollow.
Yes, Sandy. Do you need me right now?
Guess we'll hang on to that axe just in case.
Wanna come up here? Babe?
35.
Can you be cat duty for a bit? I think he wants to go out. I think Sandy wanna go out. For some freaking reason, the temperature in our apartment just fucking went up.
Interesting. Do you... Because I assume you don't have, like, central cooling or anything in there, do you?
We only have fans.
Yeah, so I don't really know why it would suddenly go up a lot, is ordinarily I'd say, oh, the cooling must have turned off for a bit or something, but I'm not really sure.
I think it's more to explain this. We don't really have anything in our houses that pulls us down from the heat.
Yeah, your homes aren't built to release heat because of the way they're
Yes.
designed, yeah. That's a common
Which-
issue over there.
Yeah, and it becomes very bad because my apartment is also badly isolated.
Hmm.
So basically all the heat can just go through like butter and going to the apartment. It gets
Right.
really warm. Which is bleh.
And of course, since we're still really only going into summer, it's only gonna get worse, unfortunately.
Yep.
And this year apparently is gonna be really bad.
Oh, I haven't heard about that yet, but yikes.
I haven't heard that specifically. That's just my thought based on the fact that it's already been quite hot. And it's in the early part of summer, which means it's probably very likely to get worse.
Yeah. It's probably gonna have one of those smack. Oh, hi, I'm here now. And you're just like, oh,
It's like
why am I alive?
it's been hitting 80s and up, and it's only about to hit June. So here it's probably going to get like maybe into the 90s in full summer this year, which is going to suck. That's my interpretation of what the weather has been giving me so far. This has no other basis other than guesswork.
It's fine.
But yeah, I guess off to the Sun Temple we go, because we don't have anything else to go by right now.
Okay, let me just.
Yeah. Well, while you sort things out, I'm going to find the actual entrance to that place, because we've kind of ran around it before when we were looking for it, so...
Hmm. Interesting.
Location below. There's also a reality in which we might actually have to go upgrade our flame in order to get in there, which is another reason why I'm just gonna go look and find out.
Yeah.
But of course, I can't go 5 feet in this area without finding a flyer that needs to die before it kills me. There we go.
Thank you, you're an angel. He heard my complaints and he came and
Okay.
put my fan on me. I usually let my cat have it when
Yeah.
he's inside.
You get to know.
Yeah, I understand.
Okay, so it's further below than that.
That's great. That's great. Oh my god.
What else is it to?
Yeah, thank you, hon.
Windows.
Where is the entrance?
Okay. Let me.
You would think there'd be a hole or something somewhere, and maybe there's like a set of caves that leads there or something.
Could be something like that, I guess. I'm not sure. I haven't really.
The location
checked where
is
you are.
below, and there's nothing really below there. The only thing I saw below was a wall on the side I went down the first time. And if it's a temple, I don't think a regular ground wall would be part of the temple, so... Unless it's buried, which is possible. It's not looking like this camp has anything to do with it, so I'm just not even gonna bother finishing dealing with you lot. Let's fly down to this town here. See if, like, this leads to it or something. Nope, location's still further below here. You good, Xeno? What's up?
I'm just kind of looking what we need and what we don't need, and then I delete the things we don't need, and I'm looking at like fireballs and stuff like that.
Oh yeah, you might be there a long time if you're doing that.
I'll just do it in the chest where I was walking to. I'm not looking at the other stuff. Fuck that.
So there's a chance that the Temple of the Sun is not accessible at the moment until we can pass Deadly Shroud.
Okay.
Because there is a area over here that looks like it leads to it that is full of it. Mind you, I can't guarantee that my pathing is correct, but it's only like 10 meters away, slightly below, and the tunnel in front of me was full of Deadly Shroud, so... Seems like a safe bet.
Yeah, you're probably right.
And it's also attached to the town, which would make sense for a temple to be attached to the town. I'm getting the server overloaded warnings now, which is not great either, but...
Apparently I got something by touching it that I didn't get on the save yet, because I didn't touch it.
What was it?
The alchemy stage.
Oh, yeah.
We have had that for a while now, so I'm like, I never touched that, okay.
Wait, do you mean the station itself?
Yes.
It popped up again for me too, even though I had touched it before. It just does that.
Oh.
That was the thing I was talking about earlier, but I think you either forgot or didn't hear me when I was talking about that.
Okay, I am a little bit laggy now.
Yep, I'm having it too because it's a little overloaded. Go ahead and pop out for a second. I'm gonna reboot it right quick, because that's usually helped it a little bit. Just let me know when you're out, because I'm not gonna really be able to tell. Okay. I'll back to main menu and reset it right quick. Can't guarantee that it'll help, but it can't hurt. And I think we might have to go on a mushroom hunt.
Yeah. I mean, it needs to be done anyway, so I would say it would be better to do so.
Needs is a strong word, but yeah. If we want to finish doing everything, we would have to do it. It's back up and ready to go, by the way.
Yeah. I just tried to find you in my friend list. I'm coming now.
Okay.
I don't know why the password is so easy to remember.
Can't imagine why. It's wild that'd be so easy.
Barrier unlocked when I joined. Okay.
It happened for me too. It's the same thing that happened before, where it decides to keep telling us about that for a while.
Oh, it's kind of funny though.
Yeah. Okay, I'm down in Mushroom Shroud, hoping to find just one. That's all I need.
Alright, I need to put down. Because that one is fine. Okay, I'm coming to you now.
Okay.
I just had to remove shit from my inventory when I moved the chests around.
Yeah.
And now I have done, so we have actually one chest that is having cooked food in, the others don't.
Okay. We
Just-
never had so much cooked food that I needed to have a separate chest. That's why I hadn't done that yet. But it is a good idea to have that.
Yeah, because now we actually... It would be good to just cook when we can, so we just have when we need.
Yeah. Well, that's why it was all being stored in the cook fire before, and then we needed to move it. Or, oh, need is not the right word, but you get what I'm saying.
Yeah, we moved it because I went went creative mode.
Yeah.
Can I go down into Shroud you are in? Oh, yeah.
Yes.
Right.
It's all safe. I've been down here numerous times.
Umber Hollow. Oh,
Yeah.
hello, mushroom.
Of course.
We need you.
Been walking around down here for a solid 5 minutes and found absolutely nothing. Xeno comes down, finds one immediately. They're avoiding me.
They know what's gonna happen. And with me, they were just like, a newbie. Okay, that's gonna be alright. And I just, nope, it's alright, you're dead now.
That's all we needed, was literally just the one. As long as you get more than one ammonia gland from it.
I got 4? Yeah, 4.
Okay. I found another one, so just in case, I'm gonna kill it. Because we may need more ammonia glands for something at some point.
And to be honest, I found one just laying on the ground.
Well, yeah, because there's sacks on them you can break that drop them. The little red things on the sides of them.
I didn't know that, so I guess I hit that, but...
Well, yeah, because there's one on, like, all the sides of the middle of it, so it's kind of impossible not to hit at least one of them.
Alright.
Yeah, there's your little hint for those playing this that are trying to get those ammonia glands. Shoot the bits on the sides. Okay, that one dropped 6, so we're definitely good. Now we just gotta get back out of down here.
Did you read the books in here? Take.
Yeah, I've walked up and down this whole underground section aside from the upper right part of it. That's how much ground I'd been covering looking for these damn mushrooms for so long. And apparently I just needed to wait for them to respawn.
And apparently Xeno needed to stumble up on one, so we found the second one.
Apparently.
I kinda like that this shroud had like those I would call them cauliflowers because it kinda looked like it, you know, the ones you hit and we got something else from.
Yeah. Now that I needed to think about what you're talking about, but yes, I understand what you mean.
Yeah, I just don't know what they're called, so
I don't know what they're called either, so... Yeah, nothing for you on that one.
It's so thick! Where is out?
I'm close to out. I'm just trying to find the actual ramp. Should be on this big rock over here somewhere.
Okay, so here is the road.
Out of stamina.
Go deeper in? Yep, that's not what I want.
Yeah, come to me. I'm over here. And I'm at the ramp. You're going further in, Xeno.
Oh, fuck.
Hang on, I'll come get you. This way.
Yeah, you just haven't been here enough to
Well,
know
yeah.
what's in and out.
I thought you were behind me and I was pointing you the way, and then I realized when I got to the ramp you had disappeared off somewhere.
I was behind you for a while, but then it was so foggy, so I lost you and your name disappeared. So I just like, well,
Yeah.
I'm here now.
Just gotta find the ramp itself again now. It's on this rock, though. There we go, over here. Yeah, there's like a spiral that goes around the entire rock. There we go, this way. I was checking to see if that popped up out of the shroud enough that I could just teleport away and not deal with the whole climb.
Woo.
It's all flat and safe, it just doesn't look it.
I got kind of stuck. That's why I freaked out.
Oh yeah, it's a little lumpy. I never said it was flat in the sense that you're not gonna hit lumps. It's just flat enough you won't fall off. It's not a danger. There we go. Flame level 5. There is apparently a flame level 6.
Yep.
Okay. And that needs iron and sulfur and saffron and a fell sickle scythe head. Huh. Actually, I think that's what we get from the quest we're going to go do. Yes, yes, it is.
Yeah, we do.
Well, I needed to make sure that the pictures matched because I didn't want to trust the game to be telling me the truth until I see it completely.
But yeah, we have some more room now. It doesn't feel like we are stuck in a work center that much anymore.
It's a little better, yeah.
Spice.
Yeah, I don't know if that does anything worthwhile at all.
Okay, so nobody really knows what it is. It just call it spice. It makes food much more delicious thought, so it's highly so
Yeah.
okay, maybe it boosts the food up somehow. I don't fucking know.
I assume it's required for making certain foods. I just don't know if we have access to said foods or if it's one of those, once you make it, you'll have access to those foods.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, the farm's mostly inactive at the moment.
You moved them.
Yeah,
I
because
was like, where is the
I saw you working on the corner where they were, so I'm like, okay, she's gonna need those to not be there anymore. She's gonna run right into them, so I'm gonna move them over to the farm.
I thought I accidentally broke them.
Nope.
And then I forgot to ask.
Nope, I preempted that. I had a feeling something like that could happen, which is exactly what I was making sure to avoid. And just relearning.
How do we get sugar? Do we know how to get sugar? Sugar canes.
Hang on. Yes, the sugar cane is needed for it. I don't know how to make the actual sugar still because I haven't found the thing that prompts me to turn the sugar cane into sugar. That's the problem there. Because you would think it would be in the grinder, but it isn't. So I have no idea how to make sugar. If you asked me in reality how to make sugar, I could help you out with that. In this game, nope, not a clue. Logically, it would have either been in the farmer or in the... Okay, that's gonna be one problem with this.
Yeah, that's why I didn't put an actual door, because I was like, we're gonna run into each other as it is.
Yeah. Make some more spiced teas so I have more endurance. I think I have the wheat grains to make more flour to make more meat wraps. Do I want to spend the time to do that? I mean, at the same time, may as well queue up the flour to make. whether I use it or not right now is not really part of the issue. Lost my other part of my train of thought. Because there was something else I was going to do to prepare for going to the Sun Temple, because now knowing that it's probably going to be another boss, I wanted to prepare more. But I don't know what else to prepare for it, because we don't know what we're getting into.
Pretty much.
Don't need the Revelwood Bone Key anymore. I'll just chuck it in storage in case, for some reason, one of us wants to go back there at any point. I mean, I guess in the end I'm as good as I'm gonna get for it, because I've got food, I've got arrows, I've got endurance tea, I've got healing potions, mana potions.
All the potions.
As Xeno decorates more.
Hey!
What?
We get rested time 52 in here now.
It's interesting that we're getting different values depending on which part of the building we're in. I feel like that isn't how they intended that to work.
That's how Valheim works.
Correct, but those are different games.
True.
And I was getting the same rested value under the bedroom as I was in the bedroom, so you would think that that value would hold out throughout the entire building. That's where it gets weird. But I'm gonna go...
It's worth fighting for.
I'm gonna go check to see if I was right about where the Sun Temple is. Because if we can walk through there now, that should be the right place.
Yeah, and I am ready to run up you. Wait, did you need my gland?
No.
Okay.
You can go ahead and put that in storage because we'll probably need it at some point. I have taken a wrong turn in here because I landed in the wrong spot, and this is a problem now. This place is full of these green assholes that I hate to deal with.
And now we're singing.
Fear singing. But anyway, I lost them, so everything's fine. Yeah, I'm now way off track because I took a wrong turn.
You're down.
Yeah, don't go to my position. My position is incorrect. I'm coming back up to you to correct it. Because I flew down to the wrong place. And it's very easy to end up way off target. Yeah, just basically fly, like, mostly toward the marker. And you won't be the worst off, though specifically where that is, I think, is going to be a wall. But check it anyway, in case there was an alternative way in that I didn't find before. And I'll get my way back to the temple.
No, it's just a wall, but...
What are you confused by?
How do we get in there?
Well, that's what I'm still figuring out. I think the building I was in before was correct. I'm just trying to get back there right now, which is easier said than done sometimes.
Hello?
Because the way I thought I got there and the way I actually got there might be two different things.
Those we might want to look at.
What?
I found weapons, 2 of them in a chest, and one of them is like 66, I think it was.
I presume that's a two-handed weapon if it's 66, isn't it?
How do I see that by just looking at it?
The only way I've ever found is to put it in my hand and find out if it's two-handed.
No worries, I can do that for you. It's two-handed, yeah.
Yep. Dead to me.
Not to me, I like two-handed. So,
Well, yeah, but don't you have a better one than that already, though? Thanks,
I mean,
game.
it's 66, and I can upgrade it once, so I'm not sure if it's gonna get closer to 70.
If you could come pick me up, that'd be great. I'm not too far away. I got screwed by the game on a ledge because it's like, oh, you wanted to glide? No, we're just gonna break that glide for you. You didn't need that.
Wait, are you up there or?
I'm at the bottom of that mountain.
Ah, there.
I-
Sorry.
Yeah, I bounced away down the side of that mountain instead of doing what I was trying to do.
Yeah, the location below is really just not good placed because I couldn't see you because of it.
Yeah, and I had the right building before, but of course the deadly shroud chased me out of it, and now I can't find the goddamn thing again. Because I can't tell which end of town it was on anymore, because now the marker's not showing up near enough. Ah, there it is, over there. I don't know. Oh, there you are. See where I'm standing? Above you?
Yeah.
It's in the direction I'm looking. The one with the big staircase leading up to it stuck in the side of the mountain there. That's the one that had the deadly shroud in it. I couldn't figure out how to explain it in a way that would differentiate it from the rest of these near identical buildings all up and down this whole place.
Yeah.
That's why I was like, okay, find Xeno, point Xeno in direction, and then we understand. Let's see if this shroud is still deadly or not. Yeah, there's a lot of bad in here, and we're gonna have to deal with them. But of course, my stamina decided to die on me because since I died, I forgot that all of my food's gone because, you know, laying on her face for a second means you digested everything you've ever eaten. And of course, not having eaten constantly makes these people inept by comparison.
I dealt with them in time.
There was one that followed me out while I was trying to get the mess that had been... Oh! So about that.
Oh!
I don't think it was so dealt with anymore.
I mean, I legit killed what I saw, and then I went to you. So
Yeah.
it must have been coming from a corner or something.
He probably, like, walked across that bridge over there or something and only now made his way over because he was sitting there shielded up the whole time.
Oh my god, thank you! He was just shielding up, so I was like, can you stop shield up? I can hit you. Well, those are getting kinda scary.
Yeah.
They get more and more, like, armored up and better shields.
And I'm betting it's only gonna get worse in here, yeah. There's a ramp next to where we were fighting those guys with a door.
Yeah. Hold on, I'm just gonna... Actually, yes.
You okay?
Yeah, I just deleted something I picked up that is
Oh, okay.
absolutely useless.
Yeah, this is the door I just picked open. And this seems pretty likely to be leading to where we're meant to be going.
It's a birdie on them.
But it is gonna be dangerous in here.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can't block a fireball, can you? Yeah, they're not dropping anything special either.
Yeah, they're just there to be harder to kill.
Yeah.
The second one coming at you.
Yep, I caught him. That's why I was fighting the archer with my back to the wall, because I was sure somebody was gonna come get me.
Yeah. Oh, I found a button up here. So
Yeah,
we're
I'm right
opening
here next to you.
something. Oh, okay. I wasn't sure if you were down there still.
No, splitting up in here seems like a bad idea.
Oh, yeah. I just went forward because I knew you were in the same room at least.
Yeah. With the layout of this
Where did you
place... Don't know yet. We also don't know if we even needed more than one button yet. Yes, we need one other button. Okay. Does this chest have anything good in it? 44 damage wand and a 33 damage bow, if either of those interest you.
What was the bow you said?
33.
Ah.
Yeah, it's one of those
I think I have better. Yeah, I do.
close but not quite situations. Yeah, oh, there's the other button right here. Oop.
Okay. I will wait before I go forward, though.
I'm right here. I only went down a small ramp to get to it.
Alright.
There was more tunnel down there, but I saw no need to go to it. And there's a health bar, so the boss is here somewhere. I don't see... Oh! I think he flies. Yep, there he is.
Woo! And you come behind too, you.
Of course they did.
Disgusting thing.
Yeah, well, watch out, he throws
Oh!
those. Okay, not super tanky. Super dangerous, though, with those throwing scythes. Oh, and exploding skulls he throws, too. Okay. Alright, Green Goblin. I see you. Ow.
I'm so happy I'm a healer. I'm so happy I'm a healer.
I'm just glad he takes a lot of damage from Fireball. This will be over soon. Where'd he go? There he is. Get out of the wall.
Did he teleport?
He did. He's in this wall here.
I hope we can, you know, get the reward now.
Yeah, you and me both, because I'm not getting a prompt, which is problematic. But he was hitting me from inside the wall, so I had to do something about it. Hang on. Really? That didn't work, huh? Why are bombs so ineffective against these walls? I also glitched this wall out pretty bad by bombing it, apparently, so that's a thing. Yeah, maybe just maybe devs don't have your boss teleport into walls. Just a suggestion.
Are we even going to break it?
Well, if it's cracking, you would think it would break. There went all my stamina.
Thank you.
Here's the thing, though. If we can't get it out of there, what do we do? Oh, I broke through. So yes, it is breakable. It just takes a lot.
Oh, I just...
I was gonna say, while you're getting stamina back, it might be worth looking around the area to make sure it didn't move the corpse somewhere.
I will go down the shroud. Kind of a very dangerous. Because of all the lava.
I don't think it would be all the way down there, Xeno. I just meant like the
Reward.
immediate area. Okay. The fact that I'm not seeing even part of the corpse and I've dug a bit further into this leaves me concerned.
Same. Oh, these bastards are gonna kill me, aren't they?
Oh, god damn it.
Oh, I'm fine.
Okay.
I am fine.
Good, because there's really not much of an angle that I could have done anything.
It would just one of those. It was close.
Yeah.
That I called it out, so I at least could tell you
Right.
I was about to die. I'm gonna sadly say, my friend, that I don't see any body down here.
Well, I've broken most of the pillar he was in, and I haven't found the body either. So I'm concerned. Devs?
This should not be a thing.
He shouldn't have been able to teleport into the wall in the first place. Especially not and be able to attack the player from inside the wall. Yes, it's early access, but that's not okay. Make excuses of him being a ghost all you want, but no. Yeah, because he was like right here where it's cracked up here. So...
But we don't know if he, like, you know, the model went the other way, so we have to, like, break another one.
Well, what I'm saying is I don't think we need to dig lower, was more my point.
Yeah.
Because if he turned to, like, dust or something, he'd be stuck in, like, this bit of wall we're hitting right now, at most, I think. Which a wraith thing like that probably would have turned to dust. Okay, that's just a weird artifact of the attack circle there. Okay.
Why is it so hard to destroy walls if this glitch is actually a thing?
Is they don't want people tunneling through their buildings. I understand that, but there needs to be a safety net in place for if situations like this happen. Is the players shouldn't be forced to fight an enemy twice just because they glitched into the wall.
Oh, I got sandstone out of nowhere.
Yeah, I've been getting sandstone from the wall here, because that's what it's made out of, I guess. I mean, there is one concerning reality in which when I threw the bomb at it, it deleted the corpse, but that's never done that before, so why would it do it now? Aside from to be inconvenient. Yeah, that's just bug corpse.
I just wanted to know if I could see a prompt, but I don't.
Yeah, that's why I'm kind of like walking around the general vicinity, making sure it didn't like get spat out somewhere nearby.
Yeah, and I'm just running out quick because I'm soon dead.
Yeah, I'm down to 3 minutes as well, so I'm gonna pop up as well.
Minute, so, because I was dumb enough and go down in the lava and dipped my feet, so.
Yeah, that'll definitely drain you. At least it's not a long walk.
I am a dwarf and we're digging a hole, dig a hole.
Yeah.
God damn it, sweetie. Hello, Foxo.
Go ahead and drink my Shroud Survival Potion too, since I'm back out of it again. If we can't get that head, that means we can't get the highest flame level, but I don't know if we need that to progress.
It just, now when we went all this way, it just sucks.
Yeah, I mean, at least the quest completed, I'll give it that.
Yeah, but we
This is the wrong way. Yeah, I know. I'm trying to look at what little bit of bright side there is to it.
I understand.
It could have been worse. The quest could have also bugged out, and then we would have literally come out of this with absolutely nothing.
Oh, you mean like mine did?
Yeah, that's exactly why I know that's a reality that can happen in this game. I'm back at full shroud time, so I'm back in there digging some more to make sure.
Yeah, I'm on my way back in. I'm stubborn.
It's like, I can't think of anything else that could be true with this situation. Is the other problem is I'm not sure how to get it to respawn.
You have to wait.
Well, I meant more a way to do it without waiting God knows how long. I don't know if restarting the server would make it reappear or not. Some things seem to come back when you do that, but I don't know if he would.
Thank you so much for putting up my merch link.
I'm just going down in there to make sure I'm actually reaching this. Because despite what I said, I'm checking a little bit lower just in case it got extra janky. I'm seeing some fascinating things on these blocks every now and then when we're hitting them, by the way.
Oh?
Yeah, like right there when you were hitting that one, it turned into a grid of numbers that were upside down. That was a thing.
Okay.
Yeah, that's about how I felt about it too. Like, oh, that's weird. Okay, I went a little further down and there's still nothing. I'm gonna mash the button in case there's an invisible prompt somewhere. Nope. Maybe he's in the front of the pillar? Maybe he's not as far back as I thought? Question mark? Like, I'm definitely running out of ideas, but I don't know what to do with this situation. I'm also breaking my pickaxe, but I have a spare, so it'll be fine. Oh, boy.
I legit don't think he's there.
I don't either, but I'm gonna check this corner because this is literally the last possible spot that could make any sense. I will say though, this session, not really doing a great job of selling the game, I think.
Guys, just so you know, this kind of bugs doesn't happen very often. I think it was because he decided to find a loophole to get into the wall. Because I noticed him kind of making a weird move that made him stuck within the game and basically got like...
Yeah. Bear in mind, we have played this game for what, like 7 sessions, something like that by now? And this is the first time we've experienced something to this degree. But this is also late on content, so this might be something that isn't fully fleshed out as well.
I have to be right back, sorry.
You're fine. It's not like we're going anywhere right now. I just don't understand, though. Like, in the end, this is partially my fault for swinging at him while he was in the wall, but usually when you do that, the corpse would pop out of the wall just fine. Why is this the one instance where that didn't happen? And again, if you're gonna have your enemies able to attack the player through the wall and have the player able to attack them through the wall, there really should be a countermeasure against corpses getting stuck in said wall. I don't think this is going to accomplish anything. This is like pure spite at this point. Well, it accomplished one thing. It glitched the hell out of the blocks really weirdly. Huh. Well, that's fascinating. There we go, it normalized. Disco wall was definitely a thing. Wait a minute. Does that mean these walls regenerate? Oh. Xeno's gone. That's not great. Xeno's still in the call. Interesting. Only other thing I can think of to try to do would be to, like, leave and come back. Not, like, walk out like we just did and walk back, more like warp away, warp back. See if that, like, resets the area. Or in this case, more accurately, warp away, run back, but you know what I mean. I'm very confused by basically everything that's happened here at this point, really. We're gonna pop back in over here and have a look. I don't know if the area will have fully reset by me warping to another part of the same zone, but we'll try it while Xeno's away. It may even be worth, like, going back to main menu and coming back. See if that brings him back / places his corpse somewhere. Because you would think, mechanically, that it would try to place the body in the nearest playable space to where it died, as a fallback to the corpse being placed quite literally inside a wall. The thing is, we have had enemies spawn in the floor before as well with this game.
Well, looks like Enshrouded got angry I went away.
Yeah, I was wondering if you had, like, crashed or if your internet had done a thing or
No,
what.
because we have fiber now,
Hmm.
so it's not gonna be like that anymore.
I didn't
it was a
figure,
crash
but
report.
okay.
Yeah. It said something, it was a mini... What was it called? Mini lump? I don't know.
Oh yeah, crash log mini dump probably is what it said, because
Yeah.
that's pretty normal. I threw a bunch of bombs before that happened, so maybe me throwing the bombs caused something to break on your end.
I have no idea. Remember, I crashed at least once playing with you.
Yeah, and I've crashed at least once playing this as well. But while you're out, I'm going to reset the server right quick and see if that
Okay.
makes something happen. I just need to get out of here first.
Yep, no problem, no problem.
Because I warped away and walked back and nothing changed. I'm hoping actively going back to main menu and coming back might do something. Like, even if it just brings him back. Because he honestly wasn't that bad to kill.
No, he wasn't. It was just the fact that he glitched out was the only problem.
Yeah. He just happened to teleport to a spot where only